Get ready for the queens. Nikki.
Bray, he takes up all my time. Adam Cole. Baby. Okay, be still my beating heart. Go on. All I know is I would totally be a heel. I'd be a heel. I have cosplayed as Paige on multiple occasions.
Jennifer.
I'm more over than you are. I think if Kenny is not on your list, then you need to figure out why not. I would make a really good Baron Ballet. I really think I could. I would get him over. I would.
Can we just, like, let Triple H run everything? Like, give him all the power.
These queens are ready.
Hi!
Hi guys, I'm back.
It's a miracle!
It's a WrestleMania miracle.
You haven't heard from that one in a while.
No, I haven't. I haven't heard from my miracle.
Oh my god, okay. I meant from you, but okay.
I know, but it was a miracle. It's a beautiful, glorious miracle.
See what happens when you believe?
It's a miracle on Bourbon
When
Street.
you believe.
Oh, God. Yes.
I meant that as Bo Dallas, not, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we had a busy week in New Orleans, guys.
Yes, and this episode is just going to be about our trip.
Yeah. I have to say, though, like, I was really surprised that as much happened as it did. It was pretty interesting. So
Yeah, I'd say so.
I was surprised.
I wasn't. I
come
wanted
on.
more.
Well, I wanted more too, but I didn't want to make an ass out of myself. So, but we'll get to that.
Some people got more than others.
I know, but you meant for you. Okay, I thought you meant for me.
Yeah, I wanted more for myself, damn it.
Okay.
I was rooting you on, though.
All right, so let's back up.
Yes, let's back up.
Yes. So,
Where are we backing up to?
Well, so Nikki flew in, and then we went and got our nails done.
Yes.
Yes, so that we would look good for our men.
We only saw one of them.
We only saw one of them, but that's the whole story.
I'm not bitter, guys. Not at all.
So yeah, we got up the next morning, like super duper early, and we drove.
Hey, we got up later than we wanted to.
It was still early.
It was early but late.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. We could only check into our room and actually our Airbnb till like 3, and I don't think we were very far past that when we got there. But it was interesting, that drive. Nikki had never been to anywhere in the South, so she was very excited at first, like, oh, this is Alabama. And no offense to anybody that's listening to this from Alabama, but you know there's nothing in Alabama.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just Alabama.
Literally, everybody's like, it's an armpit. And I'm like, oh, okay. And my dad just said, is there Forrest Gump? And what I learned from Alabama is, yes, it is indeed an armpit. And no, I did not see Forrest Gump. No.
You had a better chance seeing Forrest Gump in Savannah.
Yeah.
Just saying. But we got there, and can I say that the first really funny thing that happened was trying to park the car, because we had rented a car, because at last minute my husband was like, I don't think you should drive our car. I think you should rent a car. I'm like, okay, so we rented a car. Well, I don't have parallel parking in the first place. And we get there, the roads there in New Orleans are really weird, you guys. They're like really confusing. Like you cross over all these like lanes. It's really confusing.
They're like parallel and diagonal.
Yeah.
At the same time.
It's really confusing.
It is.
So somehow we managed to get there, but we needed somewhere to park. So I'm like, okay, I can't parallel park. So we called the lady that we were renting from, and she's like, oh, I'll come outside. And she came outside, and she's like, oh, you can park right here. And I'm like, but I'm going to have to parallel park there, and I can't parallel park. And Nikki's like, well, do you want me to do it? I'm like, yeah.
Now, mind you, I have not parallel parked since I was 16 years old. on my driving test.
I've never been.
I'm 29. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah.
So you have this lady out there like yelling. She's a nice lady, but out there yelling in the middle of the road, like,
and I'm like, that's what I'm doing. Fuck.
It was bad. It was
Literally in the car, I'm like, fuck, that's what I'm doing. Jesus. And she's like, turn the wheel more. I'm like, I can't turn the wheel more. The thing doesn't turn.
It was funny. I was like laughing, but I was worried about the car, but I was also laughing at the same time because it was funny.
Yeah.
But the women that we stayed with were very nice.
Very nice.
Yes. And they were like really like protective, like, oh, where are you guys going? Like, you know, asking where we were. And like one night we were out really late and got drunk or something. Anyway, and we were telling them about the next day, and they're like, well, you could have called the number you have. We would have came and picked you up. So they were super nice.
Yes. Very nice. I would stay with them again if we could.
Oh, I would. Sure.
I would, for sure.
They were very nice. But the place itself was nice, I thought. It had a huge bathroom.
Yeah, it did, which was nice because we were literally just in that bathroom. Probably more than we were in the bedroom part.
I think so.
Yes.
There's a lot of makeup brought, you guys.
Yeah.
Too much.
I don't think so. I mean, we used most of it.
Yeah, but still, it was a lot. So, that's on Wednesday. We get there, we get checked in, blah, 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 and we're like, let's go to Bourbon Street.
Oh my God. This night
there. This night, man.
So, tip if you're ever going to New Orleans, it is a marathon, not a sprint. And that's what we thought we were going to do. But we didn't.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So, remember, Nikki doesn't drink very much.
I'm not supposed to drink.
Yeah. So, we get down there, like, and we're like, okay, we'll order these drinks. And we went to, there's these places all up and down the street. What's the person's name? Something chicken.
Is it Willie's? Willie's chicken?
Willie's Chicken Shack? Something Chicken Shack. Anyways. And the drinks are strong here. So, we ordered these slushy things. And they were the hypnotic ones? Is that what we both got?
Yes. Yes.
They were
both really good. Yes,
they were good.
They were really good.
They're really good. So we had that and chicken and biscuits.
It was not good coming back up, but it was good going down.
It was good. So we get that. We're drinking those things, and they're very strong. They're not small drinks, and they're very strong.
They're probably 32 ounces, if not more.
Like slushy things.
Yeah.
And they had like 2 different kinds of liquid, and one of them was Everclear, right?
Everclear and Hypnotic.
There you go. So Everclear is like, if you know anything about alcohol, it's like straight gasoline, basically. So, but it didn't taste like it, though.
No.
Because now that stuff makes sense. So anyway,
it literally is like tasteless. You're just taste like fleshy.
Yeah, it didn't taste like alcohol.
No.
I didn't think, no. So we're drinking those. We're out walking around. I knew the wrestling fans were already there. They've probably been there for a couple days, probably. They're everywhere. And so we're walking around, and there's like, you always see on TV. I say on TV because I've never been there before. But like the balconies on Bourbon Street where people throw the beads or whatever, right? So we're like, oh, we should go up on one of those and then you see what's going on, blah, blah, blah. We get up there, and we run into these, I don't even know how to describe these guys. Like, they were a very mismatched group, but they were a very odd group.
It was a ragtag band of men.
It was. And
it was.
One of them was getting married, and he was the only one that liked wrestling.
Yeah.
They were there for his bachelor weekend. Nobody else liked wrestling.
No, but they were going to WrestleMania.
They were going to WrestleMania, yeah. So we get up there, and, I think he's the one that started talking first, because he saw that we had on wrestling shirts. And he was like, oh, and he was friendly. I didn't think he was not flirty.
He was nice.
He was nice. And so he's like, oh, you guys want to come up here? Like, we're just yelling at anybody that has on a wrestling shirt and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, this is cool. We'll hang out with these wrestling guys, whatever. So, and plus, like I said in the podcast before this, you can get some free drinks out of it. So I'm thinking, okay, we'll get some free alcohol out of this, which we did. But, yeah, we did. So, we hung out up there for a while, and, like, I think you yelled at some Roman fans, which made
I did. It was very fun.
Yeah, the married guy that knew about wrestling hated Roman Reigns.
Yeah, so we had a good time doing that.
We did.
So
in a little while, he's like, "Oh, you guys want to walk with us? We're gonna go somewhere else." We're like, yeah, sure. Because at this point, I still hadn't gotten my free drink. So I'm like, yeah, we'll walk.
She hadn't, and I was okay with it. I was like, I'll just walk around and talk about wrestling. That's fine with me.
Yeah. So we went on. We probably went in and out of 3 or 4 bars with them. But I think the second bar we went into, like, most of the bars there have live music. Probably up to a certain time, then they probably switched to all. I can't remember, but
a majority of it is hip hop, which I was not happy about.
No, but the live music was more like rock, like classic rock kind of stuff. So,
I felt like I was at some kind of weird 80s bar.
Yeah. So the second place we went into was like that, and like we were just standing there, like, I don't remember who wanted to go in there. One of the guys wanted to go in there, and we were just standing there like, okay, this is terrible. This is not good. And there was this guy that was part of the group. He looked like Bo Dallas. He did. But he was better looking than Bo Dallas. Bless his heart. Bless Bo Dallas's heart. He was better looking than Bo Dallas.
I'm sure Bo Dallas has more of a personality, though.
Well, I think he had a personality. He's an asshole. But anyways.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. So... he got me a drink, or I bought you a drink because I owed you a drink.
Yeah.
And then I bought a shot, and he was like, if you get a shot, then I'll get you guys a drink at the next bar. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we both got a shot. I don't remember what married guy was doing. Married guy was like in love with you, so I don't remember what he's doing. He's probably like following.
We were talking about wrestling.
Yeah, but he really liked you.
We were talking about the validity of the Montreal screw job. It was.
No, that was in the next bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they had the grenades, guys. Do not get the grenades.
I had like a couple sips of Jennifer's, and I was like, this is disgusting. Like, what the fuck is this?
It tastes like banana, and I hate banana. But
it tasted like banana lime, in my opinion, and I hate both bananas and limes.
Well, it did not taste that great, but it did not taste like alcohol either. And
I did the messy baby face. I was like, ugh. I'm like, what is this?
But he bought you one, right?
No.
Oh, I thought married guy bought you one.
No. No, because he's like, do you want one? And I took a sip of yours, and I'm like, no. And I got a vodka and Diet Coke instead.
Did he buy you that, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, free drinks. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. So she's sitting there.
That's when I took a sip of yours and did the ugly baby face. And I was like, I don't want that.
It was, guys, it's like, I had several Uber drivers like mention those to us later on, like about don't drink those grenades, and now I know.
We're like,
but anyways,
yeah, like the next day when the Uber driver's like, yeah, stay away from those grenades. We're like, we know.
So I ended up having 2, I think 2 and part of another one.
Yeah.
And so while she's sitting there talking about the Montreal screw job, I'm having to deal with his scuzzballs friends who are buying me drinks, but are total pervs and scuzzballs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're having, like, a panel discussion, and I'm like, Jennifer, come here, and you're dealing with scuzzballs.
Yeah. Yeah. And, and the scuzzball was Bo Wyatt. Main scuzzball, Bo Wyatt, was telling me that he wanted getting married guy to hook up with Nikki because he hates the girl that he's marrying, which I guess he's married by now. That he's marrying, and that
congratulations.
I know, and that married guy, he's only been with like I think he said that was like his first serious girlfriend. I've been with a couple of girls. It was like his first serious girlfriend, and he was like, he only wants her. He's only with her because she makes a bunch of money. Like she makes like $200,000 a year. And he's like, I've known him since we were like 11, and he's making the biggest mistake of his life. And he's like, I want something to happen here. And he's like pointing to you two, and I was like, nothing's gonna happen. And he was like, well, I want something to happen. He's like, I need to pick a picture of something. I was like, okay.
And I'm like, nope.
And meanwhile, their other friend, who was like super duper flirty and kept calling me Beyonce and you Beyonce Jr.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck?
And he was like, no, Beyonce's a good thing. Beyonce means a hot girl.
Yeah, and then I kept telling him to call me Rebby Hardy or Morticia Adams.
But
Which apparently Married Guy says it's valid either way.
There you go. Married Guy had some common sense, so.
Yeah.
So anyway, the guy that kept calling us Beyonce's kept walking around with his phone, like filming us, like putting his phone. I don't know if he was putting us on Snapchat. I don't know what he was doing, but it was really getting on my freaking nerves. And I think that they wanted to get you and this guy on tape somehow, so they could send it back to the girl. Even though we were just
talking about
yes, of course, because he was like leaning over and like whispering, like not whispering, but like talking in your ear or whatever. So they were like totally, I think, thinking that it would like do them some good to video it. I don't know why.
And I'm just like, yeah, Shawn Michaels, he's, exactly. And the whole time we had two Canadian fans join in and talk about it. Yeah, they joined.
Oh yeah, the gender.
Yeah,
fans.
who said they like gender, and I was like, why?
That was bad.
But then they talked about the screw job because I was like, I want your opinion since you're Canadian. What you thought? So yeah, it was.
So meanwhile, I'm still in the back getting handed these grenades and trying to fend off these weirdos. So
I tried pulling you over.
Panel. Where was I going to sit? There's nowhere for me to sit.
On my lap.
Besides, Bo Wyatt was a hot mess. But anyways, point is, it was interesting, right? So I got like 3 drinks out of...
Guys, she was the one who said she wanted the free drinks.
I didn't. I got them. I think I got 3 or 4 out of Bo Wyatt, actually. Yeah. And then after that, we kept like bar hopping. Like every bar we went into, like Nikki's face was like disgusted by whatever music it was, and most of us were the same. Most of us were the same way.
I was disgusted.
Yeah. So at some point, we lose Bo Wyatt and Beyonce, and it's down to just me, you, and the married guy.
Yeah, which is awkward.
At this point, I'm drunk because Bo Wyatt got me drunk.
Yeah.
And with the grenades, and he realized he wasn't gonna get. He realized he wasn't gonna get anything, so he left.
And I'm drunk at one point, running down Bourbon Street, yelling, "Where's Rebby?" Because that's when he's on Bourbon Street.
That's when we lost the other guys. Like we were still kind of with the other guys, and then Nikki takes off down Bourbon Street, like Rebby's here because she saw her on Snapchat. She's like, "I want to find Rebby." Well, Married Guy's following her because Married Guy wants to have sex with her, and so I have to follow her.
And it's not going to happen.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
so we leave.
It was the best part was I'm like throwing out Rebby Hardy quotes all night, and he's like throwing in the Matt ones, and I'm like, no.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he tried. He tried.
He was a nice guy. I don't remember his name.
He tried.
I don't remember his name at all. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember Bo Wyatt's name, but I don't remember the rest of them.
Yeah, I remember his too because I was like, "You're a prick."
Yeah. He didn't want to call me by my name. He was like, "I'm going to give you a name."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "But I have a name." He's like, "I don't care. I'm going to give you a name." And I'm like, "You douchebag."
Yeah. And it was like an ugly girl name.
It was. And I told him that. And he did it on purpose because when I told him that, he like laughed. He's like, "I know." It's like,
yeah. And then like you told me what it was, and I turned around. I was like, "That is the fucking ugly girl name, you prick."
Yeah, he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose.
Yeah. And then apparently I had a name too. I don't remember.
Oh yeah. You did because you had your back turned and he was looking at your Harley Quinn tattoo, and I was like, "Do you remember what her name is?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Well," and he looked around. And he was like, "It's Diamond." I'm like, "Why are you saying that? Because that tattoo on her arm."
Stripper name. I had a stripper name.
I was like, "Are you saying it because the tattoo on the tattoo arm?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, that's better than what you're calling me." And he was like, "Well, that's your name." Anyway, he was fucking stupid. They were all stupid except for Married Guy. Anyways, so we're chasing Nikki. Me and Married Guy are chasing Nikki down the middle of Bourbon Street. She's drunk, screaming for Rebby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, "Hey."
And at that point, I was kind of like, if I find Matt Hardy, maybe he could bail us out of the situation. But
yeah. So we didn't find Rebby. We tried.
We tried.
And Mary Guy was like, I think he was getting upset that you were going to, like, leave. So he was like, it's okay. You know, we looked. We couldn't find her. It's okay.
Yeah, he was trying to pat my shoulder, and I'm like, don't touch me. Like, really, it was hilarious, kind of, in a way.
Poor Mary Guy.
Like, he kept trying, and I'm like, I'm not Joe. I literally kept saying, I'm not JoJo. I knew his game. I wasn't, like, I was drunk, but I was like, I know your game.
It was bad.
I know, hey, like, I'm not stupid.
He was very impressed with us, though. We went into a bar, and, like, we were talking about... I was, like, trying to talk to him about kind of what Bo Wyatt had told me about, and I was like, you're getting married? And I was like, how long have you been with her? And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, you know, you need to be really careful before you get married. You know, you need to be sure, you know. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, no. And I was like, aren't you getting married in, like, 2 weeks? He's like, yeah. And I was like, but you're not sure. He's like, no, not really. Oh, my God. Like...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is marriage.
That is males. That
Males.
is the male species.
And marriage.
Yeah. So, we talked to him for a long time. And, like, he was really nice. And he seemed, like, totally impressed by the fact that we were girls that liked wrestling and weren't prudes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And he was just
impressed.
kind of like that we actually knew what we were talking about.
Right.
And not like, oh my God, Finn Balor's so hot. Oh my God.
Yeah. He was like, I didn't know girls like you existed. And I'm like, there's lots of girls like us.
I was like, I know at least 12 girls. Good. Some who don't look like a potato.
There you go. So we ended up our night at the Swamp, which became our favorite place.
Your favorite place.
Well, yeah, you had a bad experience there. I had a good experience.
I had multiple bad experiences.
So anyway, the Swamp apparently is the happening place for the wrestlers to go. So if you know, WrestleMania is ever in New Orleans or something's in New Orleans and wrestling and you're down in Bourbon trying to find them, go to the Swamp because every wrestler we saw was at the Swamp.
Not only that, but you'll probably find us at the Swamp.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So we end up at the Swamp, and at this point it's like, what, 3?
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. And we're still, like, drunk. Like, we're not, like, totally drunk, but we're drunk.
By that point, I was starting to sober up because I had not drank in a little bit.
You had not drank 2.5 grenades.
No. Yeah. Jennifer was more 3 sheets to the wind than I was.
Yeah. So, finally, at some point, we're like, okay, we need to go back. And Married Guy was like, well... are you guys okay to go back? And I'm like, yeah, we're fine. And he was like, well, do you have a problem sharing a room with 12 dudes? Because you can, like, come stay with us. And I'm like, no, we're okay. And he's like, we're fine.
We're just fine. Okay? We're just fine. By the way, at the Swamp, we met Samoa Joe and No Way Jose.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We did.
And we saw Jey Uso? Jey Uso.
Was that Trent night?
Yeah.
Okay, let me back up then.
We have
it has 2 levels, right? The place is 2 stories, like most places.
Story.
And so we were with Married Guy, who was totally cool, like whatever. And so we're upstairs, and first we see Samoa Joe at the bar. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know if we should say anything to him. Like, he was talking to this girl, and I was like, I don't know. I can't remember if he's married or not. And I was like, I don't know if he's trying to hit on this girl, because he seemed like he, you know, was doing more than be like, hey, like a fan or something. So finally the girl walked away. I think you asked him first for a picture.
I did. And I was nice. Key to the whole situation for all of WrestleMania weekend. Please be nice.
Yeah.
And if they say no, yeah.
Yeah, well.
Unless they're a prick.
Yeah. So he was nice enough to do it. He took pictures of both of us, but he wasn't like uber friendly, but he wasn't rude either. I mean, he did it.
It was, let me just say, it was what I expected of Smojo.
True.
And I mean, he said, yeah.
He did say
yeah. I asked nicely, too. I said, can I please have a photo with you?
That's what Austin Aries always says. If you don't say please, you're not getting anything from him.
Yes. And he was like, yeah.
But like, he made his very like Samoa Joe face.
Yeah. Which is what I expected. And I said, thank you. And he said, no problem.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, either before or after that is when you saw Noah Jose.
right after. And No Way Jose was super nice.
That was on the balcony.
Yeah. He was really freaking nice.
He was.
Yeah.
He was super nice.
Super nice.
So, 2 good experiences, right? So we're standing out there on the balcony, and all of a sudden, we're looking down, and all of a sudden, she's like, that looks like Trent, 7. And I was like, where? And I was like, it is Trent. And she's like, are you sure? We were still kind of drunk, remember? And I'm like, yeah, it's Trent. And then I was like, then we were both like, Trent. And he looked up and he waved, right? Like, he looked nice. Like, he was like waving, like, hello. Like,
yeah, and we said hello. We waved.
Yeah, like, it was like acknowledgement, right? So then we're like, oh my gosh, Trent's here, you know? So I think we went downstairs to see if we could see him, and then he ended up going upstairs, so we went back upstairs. Yeah. And we were like, okay, we don't want to, like, ambush him, so we were not ambushing him.
No, we waited a little bit, and then
Nikki walked up to him.
Said hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Trent.
Yeah, and she wasn't even, like, right in his face either. Like, she was...
Like, there was distance.
Yeah, there was distance.
A lot of distance.
Yeah. Because after that, he literally gave, like, the most smart-ass smirk on his face.
And walked away.
And turned completely around and then walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't, like, walked away. Like, turned his back completely to you and walked away.
Yeah.
Total dick.
I was like, okay, then.
Total dick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you don't want a picture or whatever, that's fine. But don't be like that. Just be like, look, I'm on my night off, blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't like you were all up in his face either. Like, it was just...
You could at least say hello.
Yeah. Like, hi, girls, and keep walking. Like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, that, of course, really got Nikki upset. And I think at some point, Married Guy bought drinks over that, I think.
Yeah, he did. He bought us more drinks after that. He's like, another vodka and Diet Coke. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to need that.
So, anyway, that was bad. And then we went downstairs later that night. He was down there, with Jay Uso.
And we didn't even try to.
No, didn't even try.
Because I was just pissed off. Honestly, I wasn't sad, which I thought I would be sad because he's husband number 2.
Right.
Like, I thought I'd be sad. Nope. I was just pissed.
You were pissed.
I'm still pissed.
You were pissed because we were downstairs at the outside. We were on the outside area, and like there was like nowhere to sit. So me and Married Guy were sharing one seat, and Nikki was standing in front of us, and she was just like, "Just look at that asshole! Just look at him! Just cut, son of a bitch!" And me and that Married Guy are like, "Oh God!" Like you're just so mad.
Son of a bitch, piece of shit.
It was funny.
And I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. Jennifer, we're going to the bathroom. I remember that because I dragged you in the bathroom of the swamp, and I'm like, this place is dirty.
Yeah, I remember that. And you're like, let's go, or something like that.
I was like, I want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, we finally left.
And it was 4 a.m.
Yeah. And, Married Guy did not wait with us to get our Uber, which I thought
He did.
He did? He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he left before he got there.
No, he did.
Oh, okay.
He did.
I must have been really drunk because I don't.
You were holding on to my shoulder. I was like, yeah.
So that was night number 1.
Honestly, the Trent moment sobered me up, so I remember a lot after that.
That's true.
I was like, it's okay. And Married Guy's like, you can stay. I'm like, no.
Oh, that was when he was talking about the 12 guys? Yeah.
Yeah, no. He's like, if you're comfortable. No, I'm not comfortable. He's like, well, I'll text you later. And I'm like.
Yeah, somehow he got your phone number. I don't remember how that happened. Yeah. But he texted you throughout the weekend.
He did.
And
we kept ditching him.
Yeah, you kept. And finally, like when you finally actually texted him back to actually maybe go get a drink with him, then he did.
Well, no, after after we told him we were with Mojo, he stopped texting us. So that's what did it.
Well, what he texted and asked where we were.
Yeah, he's like, so where are you guys? And I'm like, oh, we're drinking with Mojo.
Oh yeah, that was Mania night.
Yeah, I was like, maybe we can meet up later.
You said that.
Yeah, and then nothing. So
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. He was nice, but I don't know. And then one time, he would text. Literally, he would text Nikki every single day.
Yeah.
And like one day he texted you a picture of like Bo Wyatt, and he was like, he misses Jennifer. True story. And
I was
like,
I was like, yeah, sure he does. He's a scuzzball.
and mind you, he knows I'm married. Like I told him.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what he said when I told him? I'm only here for 4 days.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And like the whole time I'm like, you piece of shit. Yeah.
So that was like an ongoing thing. The married guy wanting to find Nikki again.
Yeah. And it just wasn't happening.
No, it didn't happen.
No. Thank God.
So we got back to them around 5 and went to sleep. Nobody got sick at that point, right?
Oh, no, not until we woke up.
Yeah.
That I had sickness. And we won't go into detail of the sickness. It was literally, I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, it was bad. So she wakes up the next morning sick. I don't feel good. Like, we're both, of course, extremely hungover. And we had to go. Did we have access that day?
No, we went.
No, that was our free day.
Yeah, and we went shopping.
Yeah, so we got up at whatever time it was and went and got beignets. By the way, Cafe Du Monde or whatever? Yeah, but Cafe Du Monde is a waste of time. Like, that line is ridiculous. If you go right down the street, there's Cafe Beignet where there's a line, but it's not.
And they have multiple locations, so if one has a line, you could go to the other one.
True, and they're very, very good.
And supposedly the beignets are better.
That's what one of the drivers told us, yeah.
Yeah.
And their omelets were really good, too. I had an omelet.
I did not have an omelet, so.
They were good. So, yeah, we did that, and then what else did we do? We went shopping? Where did we go?
We did. We went to the Access store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was crazy. That place was
a big place.
That was insane. They had one Bray shirt.
Yeah, but you made your own.
I did. I got a jersey that says Sister Abigail.
I love it.
It's beautiful. It's literally perfect.
Should have to wait like 3 days for it, but.
Well, it was done, and then we kept forgetting the ticket, remember?
We were busy.
We were busy. We were very busy.
Yeah.
And then I finally picked it up.
But yeah, that store is humongous.
It is. I probably could have spent a lot more than I did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and while we were in there, like, they had, Rusev was doing a signing by the door. For access people. But he was, like, actually inside the shop. And TJP was, like, doing something, I guess, for the network. But, like, he was, like, walking around with this camera guy talking about, like, the pins and stuff and everything.
Which are a ripoff, by the way.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
$30 for pins.
Like, pin on your shirt. Not like that.
Yeah. We were going to buy the Bella Twins ones, and then we were like, no.
No, that's too much.
No, that's way too much.
But, yeah, he was just walking around with this camera guy. And, like, people were talking to him. He would stop and stuff. But then poor Rusev got up from his table.
Yeah.
To go, like, wherever he was going after there and got, like, swarmed.
Like, we literally we didn't have our cameras out or anything. We just said, Happy Rusev Day. And he's like, actually smiled, looked like, Happy Rusev Day. Was all like, and then all of a sudden.
The swarm. Yeah.
And then I was like,
Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
And they were like, swarmed him. And I was like, I felt really bad.
But you know what? In a way, I did feel bad, but in a way I'm glad because look at how over he is. And they still aren't doing shit with him. So, anyways, different story.
Yeah. And he really does look like my brother. It's kind of weird.
He's cute.
When I saw him in person, I was like, you look like a shorter version of my brother. This is awkward. Yeah. But anyway. We did that. And I met Rebby.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I went out of the store. I got my stuff, and I went out because she was waiting on her jersey. And I went out, and then she's like, comes out. She's like, look. And at that point, Senora Benjamin is outside the store.
So I'm sitting there waiting, and I look at my Snapchat after I pay for my jersey, which was pricey. I'm looking at my Snapchat, and Rebby's in the store. And I'm like, okay. And it's 1 minute ago. And I'm like, oh my God. And mind you, the night before, I'm running down Bourbon Street yelling Rebby! And I couldn't find her.
Yep.
So this is like, oh my God. If anybody watched like The Nanny back in the day, how she is with Barbara Streisand, that's kind of how I am with Rebby. It's like Jesus can't walk on water, but Barbara Streisand can. Kind of like that. So I'm like, okay, all right, we're going to go find Rebby. We're going to do this. Okay.
Meanwhile, I was outside having no clue what was going on.
Yeah. She's outside. She's like, I'll wait for you outside. I'm like, okay. And you had to like go to the bathroom and do a couple things. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, okay. On the inside, I'm like, okay. We're going to do this. So I'm looking around and all of a sudden I see Maxwell. And I'm like, ah. So I'm like, Ray! And she turns around. She's like, oh. I'm like, can I please get a picture? So I get a picture with Rebby. And I think she expected me to want one with the kids. And I was like, no, I'm good. But I did get to say hi to Maxwell, and he is the cutest fucking thing in the entire world. Like, I said hi and told him I've watched him since he was like Wolfie size, and he looked at me like I was insane. And Wolfie was asleep and looked so adorable. He's cuter in person.
So cute.
He is. But Rebby was really nice. Like, really freaking nice. Like, and I told her, I was like, you're total mom goals. She's like, I hear that a lot. Like, you are, though. So, it was, like, amazing. And then I walk out and Senior Benjamin's right there. And I'm like, oh, even better. So then I get a picture of Senior Benjamin. And then I went over to Jennifer and I was like, well, my trip's done. Let's go find Bray.
Yeah. Let's go find Bray.
I was happy. I was a happy camper. I was like, yay!
We can go to the room now.
We can go back now. I'm done. Yeah.
So,
Happy
I remember what
camper.
we did that night. We didn't go out that night.
No, because we were both like, I'm going to die now. Like,
Yeah, we were very
it was kind of like the more we walked around, the more we were like, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is bad. And then there was blue coming out of
Blue dye.
Out of body
Places.
parts. So yeah. So there you go. And yeah, so we stayed in because I'm gonna be sick.
I'm trying to remember if we even got food. I can't remember if we even ate.
I don't even remember. I think the thought of food made us want to throw up.
I think so. Maybe we got. Oh, there was a grocery store right down from.
Oh yeah, we
might have ate something from there. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
So we had to get up. Was that the day we had? Yeah, we had to get up early the next day, right?
Progress. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, progress. Yeah.
And access.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was an interesting story.
Yes. So we got up the next day and we got to go to Progress. And we're pumped. Like, Jen is bouncing off the fucking walls.
So I'm going to see husband number 2.
Pete!
Pete!
Twice in one day.
Yeah, oh God. Exactly.
So I wake up. She's already awake. She's like, so what time do we have to get up? I'm like, whenever you want.
I was very
And
excited.
mind you, after my experience, I was like, whatever. I'm just going to see Will Ospreay and Mandrews and whatever.
You wanted to see Pete.
I wanted to see Pete, yeah. I was excited about that. Turns out he's really nice, guys.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Definitely the nicest of the 3.
Yes, definitely. So we get ready. We go to the Progress show. It was packed.
Mm-hmm.
It was packed. And we wanted to be early. That didn't work out.
No, it never works out for us. We never get anywhere early.
No, we are not. If you are telling us to go somewhere, tell us half an hour earlier than it needs to be, because then we'll be on time.
You go.
Yeah. So we got there right when the show started.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I'm like, this is gonna be good. Yeah. And of course Mustache Mountain comes out and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
No. Back up. Jen Smallman comes out and almost had a
Oh
heart
yeah.
attack.
We had a good time.
I love Jim Smallman.
I love Jim Smallman as well. We had a good time there.
We did. And then, Mustache Mountain was first.
And I was like, you son of a bitch.
Now, at this point, bear in mind, we only knew that Trent was a jerk.
Yeah.
And it was possible he was just having a bad night. We were giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I still cheered a little, but still on the inside, I was like, you son of a bitch.
Right.
Yeah. I was a woman scorned at that point.
You were. And it got worse.
I had 2 days to think about it at that point.
And it got worse.
Oh, it did. That was the next day, though.
No, I mean, about Trent, it got worse.
Yeah, that was the next day.
No.
Yes,
Was
it
it?
was. Yes.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
right. It was. It was.
Yes.
I think
Jennifer's
it
getting your
was-
days mixed up.
it was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Progress show was really good.
It was good.
So if you have a chance to go to a Progress show, freaking go. Like Osprey was there, Jimmy Havoc, Mandrews, Flash Morgan Webster. What are you laughing about?
Because you wanted a picture of Will Ospreay, and he's like $15.
I know, and I was like, never mind then. Everybody else, yeah. He was really cute
funny.
though.
He was
Cute,
cute.
though. But he was
It was so
nice.
funny.
He was nice about it though.
He was nice, yeah. It was just funny.
But everybody else was like they were like $15. They're like, okay, I'll have 5. I'm like,
No.
no. I would pay $15 for a picture with Bray, but not you.
Yeah.
No. I'm good. I'm good. No. I'm good. Anyway. So
It was really good, though.
it was really good. Really, really good. And Pete is amazing.
Oh.
And Mandrews is really good too, but I've seen Mandrews once already this year. So
Pete
But
is
Mandrews is good as
wonderful. But
Pete is amazing
wonderful.
live.
He's amazing anywhere.
And Jennifer stood on seats.
I did.
She was
And there
standing on
was
seats.
guys. There were guys behind me. And I'm like, I'm really sorry.
I was like, she really just loves him. And like the guy next to me was from England, and he's like, yeah, I've met Pete like 8 or 9 times, and he's like, he's just Peter to me, and I'm like, yeah, she really loves him. Yeah, she's just, and he's like, this is just crazy that she's marking out. I'm like, I know.
Speaking of English, we got hit on by a lot of English
We
guys.
did. The guys from England really liked us.
Yeah, I got hit on one the first night. Got hit on by one the first night. I think
did.
because we were with the whatever
Party posse.
Yeah, the party posse that kind of like backed him off. But I got hit on several times by Brooks.
Yeah.
It was very weird.
It was awkward. But yeah, like the guy was like, we were sitting there talking about wrestling, and Jennifer's like, Pete! It was literally like me with Bray. That's what I can liken it to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very excited.
Yeah. She's like shaking the seat in front of her, and I'm just like, so, Pete, you've met him a few times? And she's like, Pete! I'm like, yeah, she really likes him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
It was hilarious.
I was so excited.
It was funny, guys. I'm just looking over. I'm like, you could say that. Yeah. Yeah. But so then after that, we hurried up, got in the car, went back to the Airbnb, and got ready for Access.
Yeah, you had to get. I'd say I had the same outfit on, but yeah, you had to get ready.
Yeah, I had to get ready. You just stayed in the same outfit.
Yeah.
So I got ready. I switched from Trent to Bray.
Oh, because we thought we were gonna meet Trent and Tyler, and then they didn't have
and then
photo ops.
at all, or a merch table, or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, alrighty then. So we left, and we went and got ready for Access.
And she dressed up as Bray,
Yeah.
and I just stayed in my Tyler outfit.
Yeah. Not only that, but Progress, the show ran over
Yeah,
for like 45 minutes.
yeah.
We were like, oh shit, we gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Like by the time Pete's match ended, we were like, oh, it's already 3:15 and Access starts at 5. We gotta go.
Mm-hmm. We didn't even see the end. I don't remember what the end was.
Me either. We literally were like, we gotta freaking go.
We saw Pete. We're done. We're good.
Yeah. I was like, we gotta go. So bye. So we left. hurried back to the Airbnb. I got ready. Thankfully, it wasn't that big of a switch.
Mwah.
Thankfully. So, literally just changed my lipstick, changed my hair a little bit, and threw on some different clothes.
And got your lantern.
Grabbed my lantern.
That's a whole other story.
Oh, Jesus.
So we get to access. Nikki's freaking out because, Bray is announced to be there.
Yeah, Bray is announced to be there. And I'm just sitting there like, this is it. We're going to see Bray. Oh, my God.
And then the lady at the thing is like, you can't bring that lantern in here.
And I'm like, what?
God, I thought you were going to kill her.
I was like,
You were like, I'm Bray Wyatt.
I was like, do you know who I am? And lady from the WWE comes over. She's like, I need you to open the bottom of the lantern. I'm like, it's batteries.
I have to see the batteries.
And I'm like, okay then. So I grab literally the end of a cell phone charger and I am unscrewing this shit. And the lady looks at me like, she's really fucking doing it.
She's like, you must really like him or something like that.
And
This
I
would be
was
really
like-
important to you or something.
And I look up and I go, yes, it is. And I was like, Jen, hold the bottom.
Yeah, I was holding it.
Yeah. And there were people who walked by who were like, this is stupid. Like, they were looking over like, really? Like, next year for Access, if you go, you can't take money in the bank cases now.
Yeah, I think they were giving them crap about titles, too.
Yeah. Title belts, they have to be the smaller ones. They can't be like the authentic ones. Like,
It was ridiculous. So you had to check that stuff at the coat check thing.
and it was $3.
At least they had a freaking coat check.
Yeah. Unlike some places.
Yeah.
And you have to have a clear bag
Yeah, everywhere.
everywhere. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm doing it. Finally, I get the bottom open. And I'm like, here you go. Batteries. She like sits there and looks. She's like, oh, okay.
But she decided, like, I really shouldn't let you, but I'm going to let you.
Yeah.
Like, basically,
And
it's
I
a
was
check,
like- Yeah. Even though, like, the funny thing is when we told Keith, who is, like, a member of their security parking team, he kind of was like, looked at us like, what the fuck?
That's stupid.
That's stupid. Yeah. I was like, yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So we get in there. We meet Brazongo.
We meet Brazongo. And
Rockstar Spud.
we read Rockstar Spud first.
And he's got a nice suit.
He had on a very Porter Wagner suit. Not many people know who Porter Wagner is, but it was a Porter Wagner suit.
And it looked nice.
It did look
Very
nice.
It was very glittery.
And I can't remember why there was a pause with Brazongo, but like there was like a second there where you got to talk to Tyler and I was talking to Dango. I don't remember why
She
though.
messed up the camera.
Oh, is that what it was?
She had the zoom all weird.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm sitting there, and Tyler looks at me. I was like, I'm totally you, and she's totally him. And Tyler's like, I don't think you're me. You're not breezy. You're brazy. And I was like, ah! I was
Meanwhile-
like, right.
Meanwhile, I'm over here talking to Dango about how much I love Finley James, his dog.
Yes.
He was very shy. Like, he was very sweet and nice and very, very good looking. They were both
Oh
were
my
very...
God. They were
both.
both.
They
Oh.
were both... They're good looking on TV, but they were both better looking in person.
In person, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. And so I was just like, I really love Finley, your dog. He's
She's
like,
talking
oh,
about-
yeah. And I kind of wonder if he doesn't know the dog has an Instagram, if maybe his wife or his girlfriend, whichever it is the one that runs it, and he doesn't know. Because I was like, I follow him on Instagram, and he kind of looked at me like he didn't
What?
really know what to say. So I wonder if he even knows that Finley has his own Instagram.
Maybe he should look.
Maybe. I mean, he puts pictures of it on his Instagram, but
Yeah.
Anyway, they were very nice.
Very, very nice.
Yes.
Yes. And then we met Candace and Johnny.
Hmm. They were nice, although they were rushing us through that line, though.
Yeah. Their line was insane.
Yeah.
But they were very, very nice.
They
I
were
told
nice.
Candace I loved her match with the Young Bucks and Joey. And Johnny was like, that was a crazy match. I'm like, it was. I was like, yeah. And you know what? That was my first PWG match. And I was like, I still watch it. And she's like, good. Did not scare me away with a face full of blood and thumbtacks.
There you go. and we met the iconic duo.
That was the next day. What? No, it wasn't.
I'm remembering by outfits. Yeah,
I'm not. So we met the iconic duo, and we were pumped for that.
Yeah, yes,
We were. You guys have no
liked
idea.
us.
They liked us. We liked them. Billy claimed me, and Peyton claimed Jen.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. And next year, this iconic duo will be that iconic duo.
We are, and I'm totally doing the mermaid outfit.
I know. I'm totally just gonna wear black. Surprise, surprise.
And get you a cape.
Oh my god, that's the thing I'm excited about. Next year will be Year of the Capes. I have a feeling.
True.
Capes and butcher aprons. Yeah.
And then we met Pete.
We met Pete, and Jen was in line having a quarter.
I was literally more nervous to meet him than I was Baron, and I think I was more nervous to meet him than I was Mojo. But
I don't know if you watch the video. No, no. So we're standing in line, and I'm like, "Do you want me to go first?" And you're like, "Yes, no, yes, no," and I'm like. Yes or no? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I wasn't nervous. I was just like, oh, he's cute. Like, I'm in line. I'm like, do you want me to go first? And you're like, yes, no. And so we get up further, and I'm like, I'll go first if you want. No. Okay.
He was so cute, though. Oh, my God. And when I walked up to him, he's like, hey, how's it going? In that accent. And I was like, hi.
Yeah, and I'm standing there going, there she is.
Oh, man. And the worst part about it was, guys, I wasn't thinking about the picture. And so the picture turned out really bad on me because I told Nikki from now on to make sure I'm turned completely straight facing the camera. Because if I don't turn completely straight, I look weird. And so the picture did not turn out like how I wanted, but it didn't matter because he was beautiful.
He was gorgeous.
He was. And he was nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yes. Very
nice.
Gracious, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. His belt, everything. Very nice.
And then we met Drew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
God.
if you get the chance, ladies and gentlemen out there, meet Drew.
Oh, my God. He's gorgeous.
Oh, my God. And he's nice.
He's nice.
And he's
very
gorgeous.
nice. He's gorgeous. He's so gorgeous.
Yeah. We were just like, uh-huh. And he liked my cosplay.
He did.
He really liked it. Yeah.
He was trying to tell me how he goes out drinking with Mustache Mountain. I just wanted to be like, yeah, well, Trent Seven's an asshole, but I didn't
tell him we said that.
Yeah, I know.
But you're not.
Yeah, you're not. So this whole time we're going around taking these pictures, right? We are trying to kill time because the first set of signings have been announced. Bray's not in them. So, we're doing like where you can do your own entrances.
I did Bray.
You did Bray, and then we did Gallows and Anderson.
Mm-hmm. And then the iconic duo.
Was that the same night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're doing all this, killing time. Is that the day you did the promo thing where you cut the promo?
Yeah, it was kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But good. It was actually really good for the first time and not ever doing it, not having a promo class.
I thought so.
Yeah. I only hesitated once.
There you go.
So
pretty good.
Yeah, let me tell you though, the people who ran it were impressed.
They did. They I couldn't hear anything that was going on, but they seemed impressed.
They were like, oh. I even did the whole run thing and had the lantern go off.
You did. I saw that part.
That is talent, guys.
It was.
That takes skill.
At some point during all of this,
we find our friend.
We find our friend Keith.
Who, if you don't know, is like the head of like security and shit.
The parking guy. Keith the parking guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he has like the little headset and like he has like everything on his Apple Watch.
He has like the list.
Schedules. The list and schedules.
Let me tell you, he knows where to find people.
Mm-hmm. He does. And we have befriended this guy.
We have. He likes us.
Mm-hmm. He really does.
He follows us on Twitter.
Yeah. So
He told me I should get a job in wrestling. Well, I said I was going to do it. And he's like, well, what's holding you back? And I'm like, I don't know. Money?
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
So we're like, well, Bray's not here. And he's like, well, maybe he's in the next set. And we're like, well, I don't know if he's going to be here, blah, blah, blah. And no, that was the second set had already come out. And he was like, well, there may be one more. And we were like, well, it's getting late, blah, blah. He's like, well, I'll find out. I'll find out and let you know.
And that's
so
when I
thought, yeah, right.
And that's when I went to go meet the Bludgeon Brothers, which is the cutest fucking picture of all time.
That is a good picture.
Yeah, and not only that, but everybody around marked the fuck out and laughed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Harper and Rowan liked it.
They did. And can I just say that Harper is adorable?
He is. He's cuter in person, guys. And Rowan is actually pretty cute. Like, not in not the sexy way, but like, yeah.
Well, there was, I guess it was after you or before you. There's a lady that, I guess she was legally blind.
It was before.
It was like legally blind. Mm-hmm. And so like they were talking to her and he was like, I'm Luke. And then Rowan was like, I'm Rowan. And so they got to take the picture and like she had like her cane and like he took the cane from her and hid it so that it wouldn't be in the picture. Like, it was so cute. It was
very cute. But then I walked up and everybody was like, oh my God. And I was like, hi, guys. I had my lantern on and I'm like, they're like, oh my God.
It was so funny.
Literally everybody was like, this is amazing. And I'm like, hi. Because literally they're like 6'8" and I'm 5'2".
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm down here. So we take the picture, and Harper looks over. He goes, "You should get a different outfit." I was like, "That's not very nice."
Yeah, you did say that.
And Rowan's just laughing the whole time.
It was funny.
It was funny. I think it is an iconic photo.
I liked it.
I liked it. It was perfect. But after that, that's when Keith
everything went to hell. Yeah. And I was really surprised. Like, I figured if he saw us again, he would tell us. But he, like, literally searched.
He found us. Like, literally right when I got out of the line, they did the Harper and Rowan pictures by the Elimination Chamber. So you have to walk around to get back into access kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So walked around, and Keith is right at the end. And I was like, oh. Hello. And that's when he says, so Bray no-showed. And I'm like, oh. Aww. And he's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, I don't know why. I wish I could tell you why. Okay.
Oh, it was so sad.
Like, literally, I was like, that person who's just really fucking sad, but is like holding it all back, was just like, uh-huh. And he's like, I'm sorry. It's okay. And he's like, well, you could try tomorrow. And I'm like, but we won't be here tomorrow night. And he's like, well, why not? And I'm like, we're going to Supercard. We're going to see Cody versus Kenny. It's the match of the century. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. Yeah. And he's like, well, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's okay. And I went and found Jennifer, and I was just like pouting, and I had the lantern all turned off. And I was like, can we go home now?
She was ready. She fought to get that lantern in there.
Literally, I walked away from Keith, and my head just was down, and my lantern was all turned off. I was just like, Marp.
It was sad. I felt so bad.
It was sad.
It was really
I was like,
sad.
I want to go home.
And I was like, well, maybe he'll be there tomorrow when we're at Access during the day. And they're like, no, his only other day is when we're at Supercard. I'm like, well, but maybe he'll be there early since he missed. No, he's not going to be there. I was like, okay.
Yeah. And then, like, we got back, and I was just like, I didn't cry, though. I did
not. That the night you watched his promos, though?
No, that was the drunk.
Oh, yeah. That was at the end. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was the night we both went off the rails.
That was bad.
You think?
Yeah.
We both went off the rails that night.
Oh man,
was bad.
Bless that poor guy's heart. This
We found a Twitter fan. And this poor guy.
he got an earful.
He got an earful. He saw tears. He saw Jen and I holding each other while we cried. He saw me yelling that I wasn't JoJo. He saw me yelling that I don't know.
I don't know, but he bought us drinks and told us we deserved better.
Yes, he saw some shit.
He did. We'll get to that later.
He saw some shit. That guy probably needs some counseling. Like, poor guy. He needs some counseling. No.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That was interesting. The whole situation of where that was interesting. We'll get to that.
He probably needs some counseling now.
So we go home. She's upset about Bray.
Yeah. And literally, I just take the cosplay off. And the whole time, Jennifer being the good friend that she is, and I love her to pieces now for it, but at the time I was like, you need to shut up. She's like, it's going to be all right. Like, we're going to see Bray tomorrow. It's going to be fine. And I'm like, literally, I get in the shower and I'm like, no, we're not. And I slam the door. Like, guys, it was, yeah.
It was bad. Yeah.
She probably thought I was crying in the shower. I was not crying in the shower.
I didn't think you were crying. I just knew you were really pissed.
I was, and you know what? I wasn't even pissed. I was like, that point where you're so sad that you're just like, angry.
You can't even cry. You don't have feelings.
Yeah, you can't even cry. Like, you don't have feelings anymore. Like, you don't have tears. You don't have feelings. Like, I'm literally just like, my whole trip is ruined at this point.
Aww.
Literally, that's what I thought at that moment. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna lay in this bed. I'm just gonna lay in this bed for the rest until WrestleMania. Don't get me out of bed. But then I was like, oh, Jen and Mojo's happening tomorrow, so I'm getting out of bed.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm like, it's not going to be anything. You're like, oh, I'm like, it's not going to be anything.
Yeah, literally, that was the beacon of light in my shithole. Literally. Like, I'm in a hole surrounded by shit. I'm like, there's my little hole of light. It's like, oh, Jen's going to see Mojo. Gonna be okay.
Now, I made us late. Why did I make us late? Did I put in the wrong venue? Was that the day I put in the wrong venue?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I put in the wrong venue.
The one day that I'm not in charge of the directions. This one right here sends us all the way 30 minutes in the other direction.
Where progress had been.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. Doesn't look right. And I'm looking around, I'm like, this really doesn't look right. And he's turning in, and I'm like, this isn't right. And he's like, yeah, this is the convention center. And I'm like,
Jennifer, where did you put and you're like, Jennifer, where did you put it? I'm like, I don't know.
What did you put in? And I looked and I'm like, that's not right. And the guy's like, well, there's 2 convention centers. I'm like, we don't live here. Like, literally, this guy, I feel so bad because I yelled at him. I was like, we don't live here. And he's like, well, you need to put the address in right. I'm like, give me your phone.
It was bad.
Because, again, guys, this is my one beacon of light in my hole surrounded by shit. And I'm a little upset. I'm the biggest cheerleader for Jennifer at this point because my trip was ruined. So I'm like, all right, well, we're going to make this work. So I literally grabbed the phone and I'm like, put it in.
So we got there. We're running in.
We run in.
Yeah.
We run in.
And
I'm like,
I was not expecting a line from Mojo, but there actually was.
There was a line.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
him and Mike Bennett were together.
Yeah, and I'm sitting and I'm like, there's a line, Jennifer. And you're like, it's going to be okay. And then you see Mojo and you're like, oh my God.
I know, I freaked out.
Literally, the second she locks eyes on this man, I'm like, oh, there's Mike Bennett. All I hear is, oh my God. And I'm like,
I thought I would be really calm with him. I really thought that I would.
She was when she got up there.
Yeah, but before then, no.
The 20-minute wait in line, though, no. She at one point shook my arm. She was holding on to the rails. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, my trip's ruined, so yeah, whatever happens, happens. I mean,
I'm like, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, she's like, I have the video. I'm gonna throw up. I'm like, please don't throw up. Like, that's a bit much.
Oh my god.
Then she, like, at one point, the dog Ziggler's in front of us, and she's like, "Oh my god, he's right there!" And I'm like, "Oh look, it's a baby!" Like, we're a hot mess, guys. Because at that point, I have 0 fucks to give. Like, I'm done. Bray's not there. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking see Bray. He's not gonna see me. My trip's over. Like, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But over there, Jennifer's having, like, a mini stroke.
TIA. It was really bad.
Yeah, she is. And
So
like,
I made Nikki go first.
yeah, I went first, and I was like, I think you know me. And he's like, he looked for a second, he's like, I know you. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, and I think you know her. And he looks and he goes, his eyes just go wide. And I'm like, yeah. So we take the picture, and of course, I'm like hugging Mojo. Mike's like, little do we know the next picture is worse.
Oh god.
So I'm standing there, and of course, I have on my big like cheerleader grin. I'm like, ah! So the two of them are just being adorable.
Oh god. I didn't
Jen.
know what to do. I just walked up and I was like, "Do you know who I am?" And he's like, "Yeah, girl, I know, baby, or something. I know who you are."
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is going on Instagram," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?"
And the whole time, Mike Bennett and I are like, hi! Like, the two of them are off in their own little world, and I'm like, so, how's the baby?
But the thing about it was like, I was like, Instagram, like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
So, then she goes on Instagram with him.
oh, maybe I can play it. Can you play it?
I don't know. Maybe. It's on our video.
The game right now. Show it off. There it is. Killing it. Anything to say? I love this guy. I love you too, man.
Literally, the whole time, I'm like, she's doing so well. She's like, I love this guy. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, come on. He loved it.
Yeah, but I'm over here on the barricade going, oh my God.
He loved it.
And then he says it back, and I'm like, what?
He loved it.
He did, but of course, me being so, like, you know how I am.
Right.
I'm like, oh my fucking God. Yeah, and then she's walking away, and he's like, I'll see you later, baby. And I'm like,
Let's back up to poor Mike Bennett. I heard Mike.
Yeah,
Mike.
poor
I was like, I'm happy to meet you too. And he was like, okay.
yeah, and the picture is.
I was like, can I hug you? Can I hug you? And the picture's like, yeah. And so like we're like hugging each other.
And Mike Bennett's like,
way at the back. He literally put it on his Instagram.
yeah, and he's like, always a bridesmaid. And I'm like,
yeah. They both of our pictures with them ended up on WWE.com.
It
So we had
did?
to sign like waivers and stuff. So
yeah, like twice that day.
yeah.
Yeah, 3 times, actually.
Oh yeah. 3
Yeah,
times.
yeah, 3 times. Crazy.
Yeah. So but yeah, we walked away. He said that, and I was like, oh, well, that was cool. You know, like whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like freaking out, and then it's like, let's go meet Wolf Daddy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? That's
Yeah,
husband
she's like
number
sitting there.
3.
I was like, the line's pretty long, so we get in line, and I'm like, oh my God! Literally, I'm like, we're playing it cool, so we walk away. We're just going to walk away. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And we're walking away. I was like, look good as you walk away. Look sexy as you walk away. And I'm like, holding her hand, and then we're like, yeah, we get in line, and we're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And we're on Snapchat, and people are staring. Because we're like, oh my God!
I know. And we're like, does anybody know how to rip a video off of Instagram?
Yeah.
And within
And
like
I'm like-
5 minutes, like 3 people had sent it to me.
And I'm sitting there going, tell your priest, tell your dog, call your rabbi, call your mom, call somebody. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but we got it.
Got
Thanks to everybody out there. They got it for us.
Yes, I had 2 more coming after the fact too. They're like, here you go. I'm like, wow, okay.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we go straight from that to Wolf Daddy.
Yeah, and she bogarts that conversation.
Oh my god. No, I didn't.
She did.
All I said is that we really like your theme music. We like to work out to it.
Yeah, and then she's talking to him, and I'm like, hi, over here. Now, if any of you guys see pictures of Jennifer and I'm short compared to Jennifer.
We both look short compared to Baron, though.
Yeah, but compared to both of you, I'm short. So I'm on the side going, hello, hi, down here. Hello,
Oh my gosh.
fuckers. And I was like,
my dad.
he's like, so do you like the Bad Wolf song? I was like, yeah, I really like that song. And he's like, oh yeah, it's really cool. I'm like, wow, I get 2 words. And take the picture, walk away. I'm like, I hate you, Jennifer.
No, I stayed back and talked to him. You should have done that.
Yeah.
I stayed back and I was like, and by the way, I was like, we love you. And I said, and fuck those people that boo you. I said something and then I said, fuck those people that boo you because we love you or something like that. But when I said fuck, like I threw up my finger at him and like he like grinned, that little grin that he does, and laughed and said thank you. And he was so adorable. He was super nice.
Baron was
very
really fucking nice, guys.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Let's see. We met X-Pac.
Yep. Gallows and Anderson.
And Gallows and Anderson.
They remembered us.
How could Gallows not know who we are?
Yeah, Gallows loves us. He literally was like, we're like, hey Gallows. He's like, hi. And we're like, I put my arm around. He's like, girls. I'm like, hi. And I think Anderson did after the fact. He looked like, hi.
Yeah, I think he was confused.
He was confused at first, and then he's like, oh. And then it was funny, though, because Gallows looks at Jennifer and goes, where's yours?
I was like, it's on my foot, remember?
Yeah, he's like,
blood all over your couch. And he was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, then he told us to come bleed on his couch again.
He did.
Yeah. So I want to go bleed on his couch again because I was like, I even told him, I was like, we need to finish this. And he's like, yes, we do. So more Gallows fun to come eventually.
Hopefully.
My friend wants to get his tattoo done there too, so I'll be bringing my friend with us. He wants an NWO one, so it's happening.
Going
it
down
actually,
at the tattooed gypsy.
Yeah, painted gypsy.
Painted gypsy. Sorry.
And let me tell you, the girl gang all want to go. Well, the ones who want tattoos want to go. So, Jennifer, you will have a lot of people coming to visit you.
That's fine. I do not mind.
Especially me, because I love. We'll just annoy your husband.
That's okay. We can do that.
Yeah, especially if Bray's on TV, I'll like shake his arm and be like, "It's Bray!" Like Agnes in like Despicable Me. It's so fluffy.
He's gotten used to the Bray thing now. And every time he sees anything that says Bray, it's got Bray on it. He's like, "Oh, Nikki would like that." I'm like, "Yep, she would."
Yeah, I think everybody has at this point.
Yeah, he's like, "Tell Nikki, if you see something, tell Nikki." Well, she probably already has it.
Guess what though? My brother and his wife are getting me I think the car sticker for the Wyatt family for my birthday.
Oh.
And I think they got me the Bray Wyatt as my Valentine's shirt, which I don't know where I'm gonna wear it, but cute.
Yeah,
There you go. But still I was a little bitter about that, guys.
You were.
I was like, I wish Bray was here.
It was, yeah.
It was sad.
It was sad. I'm trying to remember. We changed.
We did. We changed.
We changed into our Bella outfits.
Which everybody was looking at my boobs. Scott Hall even made a comment about
He's a perv, man. He's a perv.
It was funny, though, because my friend Andrew, who is obsessed with Scott Hall as much as I am with Bray, like, he wants a Scott Hall tattoo after his NWO one. He was like, did you expect anything less, though? And I'm like, no. I'm like, if he didn't do it, I would. He's like, it's kind of a compliment. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He has seen a lot of boobs in his day. It is a compliment, in a way. There you go. So that's how I take it, is a compliment.
Oh, I would.
I took it as a compliment. So thank you, Scott Hall, for saying the twins were out, because the twins were out. And we had people who actually really liked our Bella Twins outfit because we were a package deal. There were not a lot of package deals out there.
Yeah. When we finally met them, after we waited in line forever,
It was
Bree.
It was an hour and 33 minutes.
It was, and we were in the fast line.
I looked at the timestamps on our videos. An hour and 33 minutes.
It's insane.
Yes.
But when we got up there, Bree was like, I finally have a twin! And she picked me up.
She did. And I was like, oh, hey.
I know, she's strong, man.
She's
I'm not
strong.
I'm not skinny. She picked me completely up.
And Nikki was like, Yeah, Nikki squealed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I never have one. And I'm like, oh, you do now.
Yeah, and according to your husband, I look kind of like Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
No, I don't see it, but okay.
I would take that as a compliment.
I take it as a compliment. My
Because
brother says
he loves Nikki Bella.
my brother says I look more like Paige. But hey,
Well, he likes
tomato,
Paige too.
tomato.
There you go.
Maybe I'm
And-
a mix.
Maybe. And ironically, when we started to walk away, and they're like, oh, they're very nice, of course. And when we started to walk away, I was like, oh, can I see your ring to Nikki? Because I really wanted to see it.
And
And she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, of course. And she stuck her hand out. I was like, I was looking. I was like, oh, it's really beautiful. She's like, yeah, well, I waited 6 years, so it should have been big, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. You deserve it. So the saltiness was there. It was there.
And we're like,
It was there.
the funny part also is I'm standing in line and somebody was doing a John Cena theme and everybody in the Bella line's like, oh, John Cena. And I'm like, fuck John Cena. He ain't shit. And everybody's like, you can't be Nikki Bella if you don't like John Cena. I'm like, so says you. Who's laughing now?
I know. Like, she was being really sweet about it, but now I'm like, yeah, she was upset. She was pissed.
Yeah. But anyway, they liked us.
They liked us. They were worth the wait.
They were worth
But it was
the wait.
a long-ass wait.
But I've met them before, too, and they were very sweet. So.
But, I mean, what pisses me off about these things is we were in the, what do they call the lines? ADA lines?
Yeah.
You have people that literally cannot stand for, like, any period. But you can stand more than some people could. And they're making these people, like, wait that long. Like, I get that you can't just cut everybody, but...
I was at the point where Jennifer was pushing my butt along the floor at one
we were
point.
sitting on the floor. Yeah.
I was like, I'll just scoot.
It was bad.
Yeah. And if you watch Total Bellas, we saw their mom and JJ.
Oh, yeah.
JJ is actually really cute in person, guys. I've seen him twice.
They had us sign a release for that, so I kind of wonder if we will because we were the set. I kind of wonder if we will.
I mean, we're like a matching set, so.
Yeah.
Which I feel like maybe we'll do the Bella Twins again, but maybe a little more crafty. Maybe a little more time to put it together because that was like a last minute one for us.
Right.
So maybe that might be something we do.
We could
We'll do women's tag teams.
Yeah.
We could do Char Lynch.
I would love to do that.
I'll be Becky.
I'll be Charlotte.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, after that we met Scott Hall, and he had boob comment. Yeah. And we really didn't get to meet very many that day just because
we met Mustache Mountain though.
Yeah, that was after that. And their line was not that long.
And maybe that's why they were so ill. I don't know. But remember, we were giving, I was giving Trent the benefit of the doubt that maybe he was just having a bad night or maybe.
Plus, it was like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it was super late, early,
Drinking.
whatever you want to call it. He's been drinking.
We were
Whatever.
drinking,
Right.
Maybe we were obnoxious. I don't know.
So we get in line. And we get up there, and Nikki goes first. And I can't hear what Nikki's saying because you kind of are a little ways apart. So I couldn't hear what Nikki was saying to her.
I literally just said, oh, hi. Literally, they just say, both of them, hello. Okay.
Like blank faces.
Yeah, blank, no expression at all. And I was like, I went to the Progress show yesterday. You were really good. And Tyler was the one who was like, thanks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the picture and I was just like, all right.
All I said was, I was like, hey, I was like, hi, nice to meet you. And they just both looked at me and they're like, you too, or
yeah, they did.
Like
they
that.
said you too.
And I was just like, okay.
And I was like, when I walked away, I was like, thank you. And they didn't say anything. I was like,
I said thank you too. I don't think they said anything.
Yeah, they didn't say anything. They just, But we sat there for a minute because we were going to do the entrance thing, create your entrance, which didn't even turn out for the Bella Twins one, which upset me.
Oh, it didn't?
It didn't turn out. No.
I knew I didn't see it, but I didn't know what happened.
Like,
what do you mean? Like it was like blank?
Like I went to try to pull it up. It didn't even pull up.
Oh, sucks.
Yeah, I know. So I was pissed off about that. But that's after the fact. But we were sitting there watching because we were standing in the line for that. And, they did that to everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't just us, no.
Yeah, we watched them because their table was right next to the create your entrance thing. And they did it to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just like, okay then.
And they had a match after their signing at the NXT thing because I heard them announce them later. So it wasn't like they had just wrestled and were like tired.
No.
Like it was before they wrestled.
Yeah. So we were just like, okay. Like at that point, what do you? Okay.
I'm not even. My actually looks really good in the picture, but like I don't even really want to put it on anything because I'm like
I put it in the video, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't give it much attention.
I'm like I loved Tyler. I loved him, and like I'm just so disappointed.
You know how much I loved Trent.
I know.
Like I don't even want. I have a Trent story, and I don't even want to write it. Like
Right.
I don't even want to touch it anymore because I'm like, as bad as it sounds, I know they don't owe us anything, but as a fan, like when you have a bad experience with somebody, like that ruins your whole outlook on a person.
And the thing about it is, like, I get like if you see somebody out, like the night that we saw him out, I get it. Maybe you didn't want to. You didn't want to talk. Fine, yeah. I get that. But this is like something where someone has paid to come in here, and wait in line to see you, and the whole point of you being there. It's your job. It's your job.
Yeah. This is a signing. Yeah. Like where
it's
people.
Part of your job.
Yeah. Where you're having shit signed. Like where people line up and you are getting paid.
Right.
And you have a match afterwards.
Yeah.
Like.
That's my thing, is you're getting paid for it. It's not like, people are walking up to you on the street. You're getting paid to stand there and be, somewhat nice to people.
And not only that, but if somebody's being nice to you, like, please be polite, you should return the courtesy.
I agree.
Like, that's what is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It pissed me off because I really had liked Tyler a lot.
Yeah. Like afterwards we were just like, that is ridiculous.
It was. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Cesaro. We met Cesaro. That was earlier. No, it was earlier. Cesaro. That was the one we were missing. I was like, there's somebody missing.
Well, we were in line to meet Mojo again.
Yeah.
And Mojo and then left before we got back up there again. Because I felt bad about Mike Bennett. I was like, I want to get a picture of Mike Bennett and we can talk to Mojo again or whatever, which was, I'm glad we didn't because that would have been really embarrassing.
Well, and not only that, but our Twitter buddy was like, I want to meet Mojo. And we're like,
yeah, that's right. We use that as our excuse. Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah.
So anyway, we missed seeing Mojo again, but we got Cesaro, who was nice.
He was very nice, yes.
He was nice.
And he has braces.
I know. It ruined it for me. I love him, but it just ruined it.
He's so
I don't want to look at your braces. Like,
he's so cute.
He's cute.
I thought he was adorable.
He was adorable.
He was adorable. So, basically, after that, we hurried back, and we were late again.
Yeah, and we didn't even get to wear our Bucks outfits.
We didn't, because our fringe ripped. And our Velcro wasn't working.
And we missed the signings anyway.
And we missed Festival of Honor.
So we just matched. We wore our black leggings. Bad idea. Our Bucks black shirts. And I wore in heels. Yes. And I had a leather coat and you had like your bullet club. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we weren't dressed warmly. Okay. We were not dressed warmly. We were dressed trying to look attractive. We were not dressed to be warm. Big mistake.
This one right here is like, we're going to go out after. I was like, oh, that's why we'll look attractive.
Right, because I wanted to go out.
Yeah, well, that's until we realized how long Supercard of Honor was.
Yeah.
So
that was an interesting story to you guys. The place where that was held, I hated it.
It's by a lake.
It's by a lake, and the layout is stupid. Like, the way you get in is you have to, like, walk up this, like, parking deck ramp thing.
And it's, like, not covered.
No.
And it started raining.
When we were getting there? Yeah, it was raining when we got there.
It was raining. Yeah. So we're like, oh, great. So we get in there, and this place is horrible.
Oh my god.
They
Well, you
have-
didn't realize it at first. I got firsthand knowledge first.
But I got the clusterfuck experience.
You did. Like, originally we went in, sat down. I went out to go charge my phone because my phone was almost dead from using it all day at Access. So I'm standing out the hallway charging. First I ask somebody, and they show me where to plug it in, whatever. And then I sit there. Like, I'm literally out there for a while letting the phone charge.
She is. And I'm like,
Yeah.
where the hell is she?
I know. And so finally, when it got up to like 60% or something like that, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom before I go back. I'm like, where's the bathroom? I don't know. I'm like, okay. So then I asked the next person, where's the bathroom? I don't know. Maybe around that way. I'm like, you work here. And I'm like, okay. So I finally found the bathroom and come back. And then poor Nikki goes out because she's hungry because I don't think we had lunch, right?
We ate at like 10 a.m. when we saw, right after we saw Mojo.
Oh, yeah. Where did we eat? I already forgot.
We ate at Access, which is fucking expensive.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did. It was pretty good, though. The burger was good.
It was not bad.
Uh-uh.
Not bad, but still.
So Nikki goes out to get nachos. That's all she wanted.
I just wanted some nachos. So I'm standing in line, and the guy's like, they're like, well, we're, the chicken tenders, we ran out of them, so we have to go get more. There's people, like 6 or 7 people who already paid for chicken tenders, right? So they're like, how long is this going to be? Can we go and come back? Like, they're asking valid questions, right? Like, mind you, these chicken tenders cost $12.50.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And they were probably like Costco chicken tenders. I mean, it wasn't something fancy. And the lady's like, listen, sir, you need to shut up and stop with your attitude. And he's like, I just need to know, like, what's going on here. He's like, I paid $125 for these tickets, and I'm standing here arguing with you. And she's like, you know what? This fucking attitude isn't going to get you anywhere. And I'm like, okay. So I'm standing in line. I'm like, I just want some nachos. So we're standing there, and this guy's arguing. He's like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. So then the lady's manager comes over. She's like, whatever her name is, you need to go home. And the lady's like getting walked out. And she's arguing with the guy still. The manager's trying to like put money in the register. People are arguing, and I'm just like, I just want nachos. Like the whole time, I'm just like, can I just get nachos? Please? At this point, can I just get a drink? Like, can I just get something? So I get up to the register, and the manager's the cashier now because like the cashier had to be sent home because she just told a customer to fuck off. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, can I get a nachos and a Diet Coke? And she's like, yeah. So she gets these nachos, and the cheese looks iffy at best. And the chips look iffy at best. And I'm like, okay, we're going to try this. I was like, this will be the second time I get sick from food. Okay. So get my nachos. I go back, and of course I take a bite. The chips are like stale. Of course. And I'm like, I'm not going back up there to say anything because I sit down and look at Jennifer, and I was like, well, the lady up there just told a customer to fuck off.
Oh my god. Well, you had texted me before that. And
I was like,
going down out here.
I was like, there's shit going down. And mind you, everybody in line's a Bullet Club fan. So I'm like, well, we're all going to die. We're all going to fucking die. Everybody's all pissed off. They're like, I'm going to miss Kenny and Cody because of this bitch. And I'm like, oh my God. And of course, like Jennifer, I was like, hey, where's the bathroom? I'm not going to ask anybody.
I was like, I think it's around there. But yeah, don't ask anybody. Nobody's going to fucking know a thing.
Yeah. So, of course, I'm like, I found the bathroom thanks to Jennifer. Yeah, that place is horrible. Was not the worst, though. Wasn't the worst, though. SmackDown.
Wasn't?
No, SmackDown.
Oh, you thought SmackDown was worse?
I thought SmackDown was worse.
I didn't.
I did. Everybody was rude at SmackDown.
Oh, at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. So, literally, I was just like, oh my God. So then we leave, and it is pouring down rain.
Well, not pouring. It's raining.
It's
the
raining.
main thing is it's extremely windy.
Yes. And it's 1:30 6:30 in the morning. And I'm like, we're not going out.
I know, I was so disappointed.
I was like, we're not going out. We're not. No, there's no fucking way. And there's people around us like, who wants to go to House of Hardcore? It starts at 2. I'm like, not us.
No.
And so we get on the Uber app, and it is $63 for an Uber.
And I would normally wait it out, but it was so freaking cold.
And it started to rain again.
Yeah, and we're just like, we'll just
And
pay.
the wind's blowing. And we have leggings on.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there, and I'm like, I will give you half. I will give you half. Just get the fucking Uber. We're leaving. And at that point, we had been up since 6:30 in the morning. And it was 1:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
And it was WrestleMania the next day. Yeah, we're going home.
That was bad. The show was decent. I was not as impressed as I thought.
I wasn't impressed. Hangman and Ibushi was the best match.
Well, yeah, but the ladder match was good too. But
Well,
Cody
yeah,
and Kenny,
those two were the best. Cody and Kenny was way overhyped.
It was weird.
I watched it again. And
You still didn't like it.
yeah. And then, I mean, Marty and Dalton was okay.
Yeah, but everybody had pretty much left at that point.
I liked it, but I like Marty, so
You do.
I do. He was really cute.
He was cute, but I was surprised because at the end of it, that was the final match, not Kenny and Cody.
I don't think that. I mean, they should have known people were gonna leave.
Should have known. So we get in bed. I don't remember what time we get in bed. I'm trying to remember if we ate. One night we like did Uber Eats, but I think that's the last night we were there. So I don't think we ate dinner, but we come back, we go to bed. Mania Day, we get up because we're gonna go to Starcade is the name of the place we went to. And it's like, it's a bar, but it has like arcade games in the back. And Busted Open, Bully Ray's podcast was going to be filming live from there, taping live from there. And so we got up and got ready for Mania and went there. And we were going to eat first. And we got there and like we were late, like always. We're always late. So we got there, and finally we were like, okay, we'll just go straight to the back first. So we went into the back, and Rebby was back there, and Bully wasn't there, but Rebby was back there, and, you know, the rest of the personalities were back there. And so Nikki got to meet Rebby again, and we got to meet Izzy, the little girl that's famous for being the Big Bailey fan on Twitter. We got to meet her and her dad. Her dad was really nice. She was really sweet. Like, and we talked with people for a little bit. Then we were like, okay, we're going to go eat. Well, I go back in there. I sit down at a table because I think, okay, there's a table. There's nobody standing there seating people, you know. So I sit down, and this bitch comes over. Sorry, she's total bitch though. She comes over and she was like, did you wait for that table? And I was like, no, I just sat down because there was nobody here. Well, we're waiting. I'm like, okay. So I get up and we go and like we put our name on the list and like, okay, it's gonna be like 45 minutes or something like that. Something ridiculous. And so we ended up like going back into the back and watching them tape some more and stuff like that. And then we came back out to eat. And the food at Starcade was actually pretty decent. I was surprised because it was like bar food, so I was like, I don't know. But it actually turned out to be pretty good food. We didn't get to participate in a lot of the taping of the podcast though, because we were eating during the majority of it, so that kind of sucked. But we did get to meet Rebby again. Rebby was super nice, and we left there. And like, you have to kind of Uber everywhere, like between all these different arenas. So we left there, and I'm thinking that we went back to the Airbnb, and we got our stuff together. And Nikki got her purse, I got my purse. And then we went, in an Uber over there. And Ubers at that time were probably like $10, $15. I can't remember how. It wasn't a lot of money. So we get to the Superdome. We get out, and right when we get out of the car, the girl is standing there with her purse on the phone. And she's like, they're not going to let you take those in there. And I was like, what? And she was like, only clear bags. I said, only clear bags. Well, they had said no, only clear bags. No, I'm getting confused. That was SmackDown.
Yeah, you're getting really confused.
WrestleMania was the clear bags.
WrestleMania, they said clear bags, and we knew that.
Yes, SmackDown they didn't. I totally got it fucked up. So, no, when we got to WrestleMania, that's when we went to was it the tailgate? What did
We went to the Barcadia party. With
I
Debbie and
already told all that.
the busted open party. Okay, and we met Izzy, and I'm still talking to Izzy.
Yes, I told about that. About that.
You wished me happy birthday.
That was nice.
I know.
That was nice. So, anyway, so yeah, we left there though. We left Barcadia and went back to the room, right? Or did we go straight to Mania?
We went straight to Mania because it was like a 5-minute walk.
Oh yeah, we walked. That's right. We walked with like these like tons of fans. We walked to Mania, and they were having like this big like party in front of the Superdome there with like they had a band and they had like food you could buy, and there's just like wrestling fans everywhere. Like it was really cool.
Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, that's fine now. Let's go inside. Which was a huge mistake because that was the most like claustrophobic for sure. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. Like I'm mildly claustrophobic. Like I just don't like people being close to me. And that I was just like, oh my fucking god. Let me just get me out of here.
Yeah, it was bad. People were complaining. People were complaining big time because you just couldn't move for all the people. There was too many people.
Yeah, too many people. The hallways are really tiny.
Mm-hmm. It was bad. But the show was good.
The show was good. We enjoyed it. I was spent by the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
We both were.
Yeah, that like pretty much at that point, it's like, okay, we can go.
We're like, all right, let's go.
So, but we stayed for everything except for the final match.
Like literally everybody in our section probably hated us because Mojo comes out. Mojo comes out. We're like, Mojo! And she's like freaking out. Like literally she pulled a Bray but with Mojo. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the lights come out and the thing comes on and I'm like, holy shit! Like,
and it was Bray, and it was like she was screaming, and she was trying to film it, and her hand was shaking. She's like, "You're gonna have to film this. You're gonna have to film this."
And then, like, the best part though is your hands were shaking because, like, the things were still shaking. I'm editing that vlog right now, and the best part is I'm like, "You're gonna have to hold this," and I hand it to you, and it's still like. And then you're like, "My husband's hitting your husband." No, my husband's hitting your husband.
It was great. It was good stuff.
Yeah, it's hilarious, guys. It's the cutest thing in the world. Except I was very confused at the end. I was like, wait, is Bray in the match? Or
no, he was being a helper.
Like, yeah, but then like there was like a pause between the bell ringing and then like so I'm like, what's happening? Like, true. Yeah, there was a pause and I'm like, is he in? I was like, just hit him, Bray! Just keep going! It's like football. Like, if you don't know if it's catch or not, you just keep going. I kind of wanted Bray to use that same mindset to just keep going. You know, pretend you're going. And then if not, it's okay. But we got to see Bray sister. Well, did he sister Abigail or attempt to sister Abigail Mojo?
He did, I think.
He did, which I was like, ah! It was great. It was beautiful. I was happy. And then afterwards, I'm like, well, I need a drink. Yeah. And maybe a cigarette.
Oh, my gosh.
Literally, we're like, our poor section heard all of what was happening in our pants. Yeah. Yeah. That was... That
was something. So, yeah. The biggest moments of the night besides that, you had Taker coming out, which was confusing as hell. Like, you're like, is he coming out? No, but I mean, like, beforehand, you're like, is he coming out? What's happening? Like, it was... But I was kind of disappointed in it, honestly.
I just like the entrance.
Well, of course, but...
I'm just sitting there like, I like this. This is cool.
But I mean, the actual like match itself, I was disappointed. I mean, he came out and did like his moves, you know. It was,
Well, I mean, he's
You know.
old. What?
well, I know, but still, it's just I don't know. I guess I was expecting more. It was. I was really happy to see him, and the entrance was awesome. But I was still just kind of like, I don't know.
Eh,
Meh.
Charlotte and Asuka was like.
Charlotte and Asuka was awesome.
Oh,
I think that was probably my favorite.
yeah. Shinsuke's entrance.
That was awesome.
I think I went for the entrances more.
Charlotte's entrance was awesome.
Oh, that was like I was like, oh, hey. The other match that I love was Seth and Finn and The Miz.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And I wanted to love Shinsuke and AJ, but I just didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I was not impressed.
I was severely disappointed.
My problem was because I knew the amazingness of their New Japan one, so I was severely let down.
I think it was a letdown for anybody,
I was just let down.
in my opinion.
But anyway,
We left before Lesnar and Roman.
yes, we left and went to Bourbon Street.
Thank God.
And we got there by the time Roman was busted open.
We did.
We did. It was
We walked
great.
into a bar and it was on TV.
Yeah, we're like, oh, hey, we just left there.
It was pretty awesome.
It was. Let me tell you, I was enjoying it.
It was bad. He bled so much.
He did. I was like, oh, wow, that's a lot of blood. So then, after that, we went to the swamp.
We did.
We did.
Looking for wrestlers because that's where they all go.
Yes. We're like, let's just go to the swamp. And of course, I'm just like, okay. All right. That's cool. Like,
She hated the music. She was over it. There's
I was
nobody
over-
in there yet.
yeah.
So we're walking around. We come out of the swamp and there's just two British guys standing there.
Well, no, they were in there. They were in there because one of them touched my shoulder and I turned around. I was like, whose ass am I kicking?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they were in there.
They were in there. But the whole
Well,
time,
I guess they followed us out then.
yeah, I was dropping hints on Twitter about where we were.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you were.
I was.
But, they come up to us and start talking.
They're
And
like,
they're
so why are
basically-
you here?
Mm-hmm. And they're basically running down wrestling, but their friend was here. That their friend likes wrestling. Their friend that lives here likes wrestling or something. And he was really cool because he was a tough guy and he was in the military with them, blah, blah, blah. And now he's just a fireman here, which is like he didn't say pussy, some kind of like a pussy kind of job or something like that. And I was like, here firefighters are not thought of that way. And he's like, well, in England they are. And I was like, well, not here. And like I was getting in this argument with this dude about how
Well, yeah,
firefighters.
Here's the bad thing, though, is at first he ran down wrestling.
Oh yeah, he did that first. Yes,
And I lost my cool.
you did.
Like, I was sitting there, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's like insulting my boyfriend. You don't insult my man. Like,
right,
I may insult my man, but you don't insult my man.
right.
Yeah. So he's running it down, and I'm like, Lord, that I kind of don't believe in, give me the strength not to punch the fuck out of these British guys. So I'm sitting there.
So she's not paying attention anymore.
No, I'm like, fuck you. I literally
and I'm
said that
arguing-
too.
I'm
She's
arguing
arguing.
with this guy about how firefighters is a distinguished job in the United States.
Even though I'm sitting there going, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like a housewife of Atlanta at that point.
And so
I
I'm
look
not
up.
looking. I'm not looking at all. I'm looking at these two guys.
Yeah. And I look up and I'm like, Mojo. And sure enough, there's Mr. Raleigh.
Oh God.
And he looks and he's like, hey, girls. And he pulls me into a hug. And her eyes, literally, she's arguing with these guys mid-conversation. Her head
I
just
know. I just like totally left them.
whoop. And these guys are still talking, and her head is she's like mouth open, like,
hey.
hey! And he's like, come on, girls, let's get in there. And he looks back at these guys, and then he's like, puts his arm kind of like between her and the guys and leads us in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that ended that conversation.
So still I was like, well, maybe he doesn't like want us like actually hang out. I'm like, I was still a little bit like, I don't know. But we're like, well, we'll follow him upstairs because him and his family, he's with his mom, his aunt, his sister, his brother.
No hookers.
And no Gronk.
No Gronk, no hookers. Just like his family.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like one or two friends. That was it.
His sister, his brother, his mom, his aunt.
Yeah. So we go upstairs. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm like, we'll just go up there and kind of just hang out. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be like all like, oh, you invited me up here. And I'm going to, I didn't want to be crazy.
Oh, no. He wanted us to be there.
He did. And so I'm like, okay. I was like, well, I'll go to the bar and get us something to drink, right? So I go to the bar and they're like, oh, well, right now we're only taking cash because our machine is down. I'm like, well, fuck, I don't have any cash. So I'm like, oh, okay. And about that time, I had been watching the whole time I was there. Mojo was ordering shots from this other bartender. And like a ton of them. Like he was just pouring out all these shots for his whole family. And so I wasn't like eavesdropping, but I could see out of the corner of my eye that was what he was doing. And she's like, oh no, we're only taking cash from. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, in like 20 minutes we'll be able to take cards. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And so all of a sudden I look over and he like sits this shot down in front of me. He's like, come on. And I was like, okay, I think I handled it pretty well, even though I was like, freaking out on the inside.
I was sitting at the table watching.
And I was like, okay. And he was like, I was like, what is it? And he told me what it was, and I didn't understand what he said. And normally if I had drank that crap, I would have spit it out because it was disgusting. But I was like determined I was not going to spit that out. And I literally toasted shots with his family. I'm a member of the family already.
I was proud. I don't think he liked my shirt though. I was sitting there, I'm like, bro.
So we did that, and then I went and sat back down. And then, was that when you went downstairs?
Yeah, I was like, because she's like, oh, the machine's back up. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna go get a drink and go to the bathroom then.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah. So she leaves me by myself.
And the whole time I'm like looking over at Mojo, like, you better not fucking do anything.
Right.
Like, he's standing right there talking to her, and I'm just looking at him like, I don't care if you're a wrestler. I will kick your ass. Like, I don't care. I'm like, you know who Sister Abigail is? Because everybody's under the consensus it's me. You don't want to fuck with her. Okay? So
she leaves me, and I'm like,
the whole time
totally
I'm looking
petrified.
back like,
I'm totally petrified.
Literally,
so
guys, like, I felt
family
really bad about it, but his mom was there, so I mean,
his mom was there, his sister, and his aunt.
Yeah,
so like they were like mingling in and out on the balcony, whatever. Mind you, this is the same place where Trent Seven was a total dickhead.
Yeah,
totally different. It's the only same place. So she goes downstairs. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. I don't know what to do, And right when he got there, it was either the bartender, somebody had handed him a whole bunch of beads because he had like a ton of bead necklaces around his neck. Like right when he went in, someone gave them to him. And so I'm just kind of sitting there. I think I was looking at my phone or something. And he came in off the balcony, and he had like a strand of beads and put them around my neck. Like I wasn't even looking. I was looking at my phone, and I looked up, and he had this cute little smile on his face, like come on, like and I was like, oh, are these mine? He's like, yeah, girl, or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And I can't remember if he said anything else at that point. I don't think he did. But anyway, Nikki came back with the drinks. And that was whenever he came up and asked us who was the wild one out of the two of us.
Yeah, and I was like, it depends on the circumstances. And he looked at me like, what?
But that was the only moment where I thought, he might be a little bit, But other than that, I didn't think that at all.
It made me laugh, though, guys, because literally I'm like, oh, it depends on the circumstances. And I'm dressed in, like, all black, like, totally out of place. He knows I'm totally out of place because he knew who we were. So he knows our Twitter. He knows.
Right.
And literally this one over there goes, me. She's like a mom. She's like a mom. And I'm like, what? And he looks over. I'm like, I'm not a mom. She's like, yeah, she is. I'm like, then it's her. Like, guys. I'm like, well, I'll take one for this team.
Oh, man.
I'm a mom.
Oh gosh. Oh, and then that was when he also said that I was dressed better the day before.
Yeah.
Or whatever. He was like, "You were dressed better
Well,
the
you
other
had
day."
on your Balor Club shirt.
I did. So it made me wonder.
And I said, I was like, well, you don't have a shirt.
I told him that too when I went to the bar. But I didn't understand what he said, and then like he walked away, and you told me that was what he said. I didn't understand what he said. So, and then he's out on the balcony, and the DJ's like playing like cut up mixes of different songs. Like he's not playing the whole song. But Pony comes on,
and I look at you, like our eyes lock, and I'm like.
But the thing about it is, I didn't want to go say, "Hey, Mojo, Pony's on the." I didn't want to say that.
So you know who takes. I'm over there, and I'm like, Mojo!
But he still didn't come.
No, like, but I'm yelling like 3 times. I'm like, Mojo! And you're just like, oh my God.
So finally he comes back in there, and one of us was like, "Oh, Pony was on." He's like, "Oh, you girls know that's my jam."
And
you're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You should have called me. You
and I was like,
brought me in here."
did. I was like, you didn't hear me?
Oh my God.
Guys.
So, yeah. So
literally, I think I've learned I have no shame around Mojo Rawley. I'm just like,
so.
Mojo!
So then Nikki wanted a water. I don't know if you were feeling sick or what. We got pretty drunk that night.
Fireball.
Oh yeah, that's right. I went to the counter to get Fireball. I went to the counter to get me and you a shot. And when I was standing there to order mine, I didn't even notice. He was buying another round of shots, and all I saw was his hand come over and went down in front of me. And I was like, Ellen and I looked up, and he's like, "There you go." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Thanks," And I was like, "Oh, I need to buy him one." He's like giving me all this stuff. So I bought all 3 of us a shot of Fireball. And then I didn't think he was going to take it with me. I was like, here. And he's like, "Oh, what's this?" And I was like, "Fireball." And he's like, "Oh, shit." Like that.
Yeah.
And like you could tell, like even like that intimidated him a little bit. I'm like, "Really? Fireball?"
Let me tell you guys, I can take a shot of Fireball well, but when she brought it over, she's like, "Fireball." I'm like, "Oh, shit."
But it was just so funny. He's like, "All right." And we took the shot at the same time. And then I took my other shot. And then I took Nikki her shot. And like, he was just so nice. And like, he wasn't like trying to get anybody's pants. Like, he was just being nice. He was just like, "Here, I'm buying you a shot. I'm buying you a shot." Like, he was just nice. Like, I was sitting by myself on my phone. Like, well, you weren't there. And he came over and, was giving me attention. Like, he was just being a nice guy. He was just being really nice.
I was being a needy Nikki, though, because I was getting drunk. And I was like, I want attention. Somebody pay attention to me.
We were both getting drunk at that point.
Oh, we were sloppy.
Yeah, I don't know what that first thing was he gave me, but it was like straight alcohol. Like it was.
Yeah, and of course it didn't help that I go and get a double Jameson and Diet Coke, and then I get her pineapple and rum.
Yeah,
and
so it makes a lot of different liquor together.
Yeah, so we're just like, by then, and mind you, I get like a 32 ouncer, so I get like a freaking QT cup full of like half full of Jameson whiskey and Diet Coke, and I'm just like, this is nothing. And I get up, I'm like, okay. And then she gives me Fireball on top of it.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, I fucking hate you.
It was a single shot, not a double. He was buying doubles.
Yeah.
I just bought singles.
Yeah. So she's trashed. I'm slightly less trash. So I'm like, okay. So Mojo's like, let's go, guys. And I'm like, does that mean us? Like, we're looking at each other like, I don't know. So then, like, he kind of stops and is like, come on. And we're like, I guess that means us as well. So we get up and go. And
down
he
the
goes
street
to the grenade place.
Mm-hmm. Like a walk up and get your grenade.
And we look at each other, we're like, oh no.
But he wasn't buying us a grenade. I don't think he would have bought us a grenade.
No. We were looking at each other like, no.
So he didn't buy everybody there one. I think like maybe his sister and somebody else.
His mom got one. It was funny.
And so like I'm like, all right, we need to go. I'm like, we look like stalkers right now. We need to go. And so I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And so I just walked up to him and I was like, I think I said thank you or something like that. And I was like, but I really don't want to look like a stalker. And I was like, so we're going to go.
And he totally was like, giving off the whole "you're not a stalker" kind of thing?
He did.
He did. He seemed
did.
kind of like confused why we were leaving.
He did a little bit.
A little bit.
And I was like, I just don't sound like a stalker. I was like, but can I get one more picture with you first? He's like, yeah. And so he took another picture of me, which is funny and cute at the same time. Not as good as the first one.
It's adorable.
It's adorable.
But it's like, here's the thing: is it's more like out in public, like cutesy pootsy picture.
Right, like hanging out picture, yeah. And so, well, anyway.
Sorry, Bray and Woken Matt just won against the Ascension, and he looks so cute.
Focus,
Sorry.
we're almost done.
Oh,
So anyway,
Sorry.
I'm like, I don't want to be on a stalker, and so he took the picture or whatever, and I was like, thank you, so much. And he was like, yeah. And he looked over at his his aunt and his mom. He was like, she has my back all the time. This girl has my back all the time.
He like pulled her all close and all cute and was like, this girl has my back. And I was like, oh.
I know, right? So
like I was standing next to his mom and aunt, and I'm like, oh, dressed as Bray Wyatt, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. I applaud. Wonderful.
So anyway, so we left, and it was a good thing because we got sloppy. We got really sloppy.
We got real sloppy after that because I finished the rest of my drink, and so did you.
Yep. Oh yeah, in the picture I had the drink in my hand.
Yeah. And then we finished it, and then we got really sloppy.
I can't remember what all we did after that.
We met up with the Twitter friend.
No, that was the last night when you got upset.
Oh yeah, and then you got upset too.
Yeah,
but not as upset as me. I had like a dramatic meltdown.
Yeah.
We drank more.
Yeah, but
we drank more. I don't think guys bought us drinks. I think we bought each other drinks because we're like, wow, we must not be hot tonight.
Mojo thought so, but that's it.
The whole time I'm like, we should have stuck with Mojo. And then the next morning I looked at my credit card and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, what did we do?
Yeah. Oh, and that was the night that we finally went home at a reasonable time and I got sick. It was Mojo Raleigh's fault, I'm telling you. If I hadn't taken my shots, I would not have been sick. I drink rum and pineapple all the time.
Yeah. And by the time we walked, because we walked up and down Bourbon Street like twice after we left Mojo.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it was because you wanted to bump into him again. I don't know.
Was that the night we had the fishbowl, or was that the last night?
Oh, that was the night we had the fishbowl.
It was the night we had the fishbowl?
Yeah, okay. That too.
Yeah.
The fishbowl.
That was before Mojo.
The fishbowl has every sort of alcohol known to man in it.
Yeah, we halved it.
We halved it.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. So by the time we walked up and down Bourbon Street twice, I was starting to sober up. She was drinking more, and I'm like, okay, let's kind of slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, that's bad.
So I'm like, let's call the Uber. We'll go home. By then we were exhausted. Like, we were still tired from the day before. We were exhausted. We didn't have anything planned for the next day, so we're like, let's just go home. We don't feel good. She's stumbling at that point. Stumbling, fucking drunk. And I'm like, okay, we need to leave. So we call the Uber. We get in. It's 2 a.m. We left at 2, so it wasn't 5. It was 2. And
Jennifer gets nauseous.
We're in the car, and she's like, I feel nauseous. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I feel nauseous, too. And she looks at me and goes, no, I feel nauseous. And I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no.
I can't throw up in this guy's car.
That's what she says. And literally, she takes her phone out of her purse and sets it on her lap. All of a sudden, I hear, and I'm like,
and the guy was like, oh, you need me to pull over?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah.
So when we finally get to where we're going after I finished puking, I didn't really puke a ton, but I puked out the door a little bit. And we got to where we were going.
And I'm like, oh.
I kept saying I was sorry. I kept saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh, but there's none on your car. There's none on your car.
The whole time she's puking, she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, no. And I'm like, okay, I think we're done.
So we pull up, and like I'm going through my purse, like picking out everything, and then I throw one of my favorite little purses, by the way, and I just throw the whole thing in the trash, in the what do they call it?
In the garbage.
Yeah, but like the big thing you put on the curb. You know what I mean?
The garbage can?
not the can, the dumpster. I don't know what you call it. Anyways, point is, I just throw the whole thing in there, take my stuff out, and throw the whole person there with the vomit in it. And go into the room. And at that point, I wasn't really. Once I threw up, I was fine. Like I didn't have to throw up anymore or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like in there, like washing my stuff off.
Yeah, she literally is like, I'm gonna go wash my stuff. I was like, okay. I laid down. I fell asleep with my clothes on, sitting up.
You did.
I'm like,
it was crazy.
Done. And the next morning, I look over at her and I'm like, I hate Mojo Rawley.
The next morning, we slept kind of late, and then we went and got beignets and gambled. And Nikki won $20, and I broke even. I won $1.
Literally, she was like, at one point, she was losing, and I was like, we need to stop. We need to stop. Mm-hmm. I won $20, and I was like, I'm done.
So we did that, and then we went.
Yeah, we were arguing in the casino because I was like, if you had just pressed call when I told you to, you would be up $20 as well. It was great. Like, yeah.
And
it
then
was a hot mess.
Yeah. So
then afterwards, I was like, oh, I'm gonna puke. Guys.
So we retired early that day.
Yeah,
was that when we got the Uber Eats? That was when we got the Uber. Or was that the next night when you got
that was when we got the Uber Eats.
And we got the fried pickles.
Because we watched Raw.
Yeah. So we did that.
Then the next day, we went to the Museum of Death.
We did. No, that was when we left.
Was it? Oh.
The next day was when we just like walked around. We
went to the mansion from American Horror Story, right?
Yeah, and then we went to the seafood place first because I had been wanting seafood like all week. I've been bitching saying I wanted seafood.
Even though like she was getting drunk, and I was like, "Are you sure you want to eat seafood after that?"
Yeah. So I had seafood. It was good.
Yes, and then we
walked around.
Yes, which I loved.
Yeah, it was fun.
We went to a voodoo store. I loved.
We did.
I enjoyed it, and then we went to SmackDown.
Yeah, and that was a story I started to tell a while ago because I got confused about what day it was. So we get to SmackDown. But mind you, we paid for an Uber to get there. We came all the way from where the Airbnb. We get there. We get out. We see this girl. Go ahead.
And we have small purses, guys. Our purses aren't big.
No. So we get there, and we see this girl with her purse, and she's on her phone. The minute we get out of the car, she's like, they're not going to let you in. And we're like, what? And she's like, they turned me away with my purse. It has to be a clear, small purse. And she's like, I can't go in either. I have this purse. And she's like, I got to find somebody to come take this purse. And we're like, well, what the fuck are we going to do? Because we're assuming, based on a picture that Mojo put on his Instagram, that he's wrestling. Because in the picture, he has on his wrestling gear. Right? So like, Mojo's going to be in the dark match. Yeah. Freaking out. So I'm like, well, what are we going to do? There's nothing else we can do. So we call another Uber. And we take that back. And the guy can't stay with us because he's going on a date with his girlfriend. So then we have to call another Uber.
Yes.
And go back. I take my clear bag that I bought, and she takes her clear bag. My clear bag, they said, was too big. So I literally dumped all my shit in her bag and threw the bag away.
Yeah.
And everybody there was very rude. What was the name of that place? The Smoothie King.
Yeah. Smoothie King Center.
Yeah.
Fucking rude.
Rude. So made it in finally after all that. Mojo didn't have a match. Why he had on his gear backstage, I don't know.
But literally, we were like, where's Mojo?
We were so pissed. We were so pissed.
And then we come out, it was Becky Lynch, and we're like, oh.
Yeah. But we literally had, like, everybody we knew there on alert. Like, we were like, let us know if Mojo's in the opening match.
Like, if Mojo comes out, let us know.
Yeah. So we did not miss Mojo. He did not. He was not on, which does not surprise me. But anyways, we saw Carmella cash in and Paige become the GM.
And the Iconic Duo.
And
Daniel Bryan versus AJ.
Oh, yeah. Which was better than his match the night before at Mania, which was awesome seeing him in his first match. That was awesome. But, yeah. So it was a good night. Until, we're like, well, it's our last night here. Let's go out. So we go out, and we ended up at this place eating pizza, and Nikki was like, I'm not drinking at all. And then she got this, was it called Vampire Blood Slushy?
Yes, and I loved it. Yeah. I want one now. Like, it sounds good.
So she drank that, and I ended up getting something. and we're drinking and walking around, and then she's like, well, we go in like a couple of rap kind of bars, and she's like, well, where are these goth bars? And she's like, because we had saw there was goth bars, and by that time, that was when we met up with Twitter Buddy. And he was like, well, I think there's one like around here. And so I pull it up on my like Google Maps. It was literally like 90 feet away or something. So we go up this little bitty side street, like just off of Bourbon Street.
Yep. And then you go right down this little bitty alley.
It's called the Dungeon.
Yes. And I was like, my heart afluttered.
It did.
It did.
It did.
I got the feels.
You did.
Especially when I saw the bed of nails outside.
There you go.
I was like, I can have my bachelorette party here.
Oh, gosh.
So this place is my life. Like, oh my fucking God. I was so happy. Like, you have no idea, but Jen looked miserable.
I wasn't miserable. I just didn't know any of the music. And I was just like, I don't really, it looks cool, but I don't understand anything that's going on. And so I was just sitting there by myself at the end of the bar, like, okay, this is nice. Like, but I was trying to be nice because you had went to all these rap places with me. So I was like, I'm going to let Nikki enjoy her music. Like, I'm just going to sit here.
Yeah.
And thankfully, Twitter Buddy knew the music because I had no clue what any of it was.
Like, Du Hast came on and she looked at me like I was insane.
What was it?
Du Hast by Rammstein.
Oh, that was the band he liked.
Yeah, it's a German band. She looked at us like we were insane.
Yeah, I had no clue.
And then Marilyn Manson came on, and I was like, ah!
I know, like, it was great. Like, they were, like, he bought both of us a drink, I think, and, like, they were drinking.
He bought us both 2 drinks.
Oh, okay. So, yeah,
he was 2 drinks.
We did. He was a nice guy. So,
yeah.
Like, he's, like, they're talking about music, blah, blah, blah. Everything's great. And then at some point, we switched chairs at some point.
Something set me off. I don't know what it was.
I can't remember, but I know I ended up being in the middle. Like, I was sitting between both of you, and you were upset. And then, I don't remember what happened. Like, he didn't upset you, and I didn't upset you. I can't remember what happened.
Like, something just, like, snapped.
Yeah. And so then she's, like, really upset. Like, you didn't cry, but you were really upset.
Oh, no, I cried in the Uber.
Yeah, you cried in the Uber, but you didn't cry there.
No.
And, like, we're talking about, like, how we hate our lives, blah, blah, blah. And, like, poor guy is trying to make us feel better. And he was like, you deserve much better than that. Like, we're telling him what, like, her ex did to her. And he's like, why would you want that? Why would you want to go back to that? You're a pretty girl. You deserve so much better than that. And Nikki's like, I don't know. She's just all upset.
I was like, I hate my life. I'm so alone.
I know, it's awful.
I was like, literally, I was like, I have this dog and Jennifer. That's all I have.
It was
then,
bad.
Like, at one point, I was like, I didn't even see Bray. I didn't even see him. Like, I didn't even see him.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Okay.
Like, a really good, she was really high, going on a high for probably an hour and a half or so. Like,
boom.
Yeah. Then it just went
know.
downhill. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, well, I think we're going to have to go.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah.
And then I get the Uber, and I'm just like, Jennifer.
Yeah, she cried on the way back. And then that was when we watched the Bray promos when we got back. Yeah, she crawled in the bed and watched the Bray promos.
Made me feel better.
It did make you feel better.
It did. I was much better after that.
You were.
I was.
And then we woke up the next morning and saw went to the Museum of Death, which was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
I recommend if you can only go to one, go to the one in LA, even though I've never been.
We need to go to the one in LA.
We need to.
We do.
But,
there's one in New York. There's one in New York.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Mania week next year.
That's probably a good one then.
Yeah. They have like actual like embryonic tissue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, guys, we've decided we're going next year. It's going to be a thing.
I think it'll be a thing.
It's going to be a thing. Hopefully we have better luck. Well, I have better luck. Hopefully Jennifer has the same luck.
I just want to hang out with them.
That's what I was saying. Same luck.
Yeah. Never know. But yeah, we went to Museum of Death and had brunch and went home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really, really good. Then it was low. Then it was good. Then it was really low. And then
It was like a lot. It was a roller coaster.
It was.
It was.
But shout out to Mojo Raleigh
Yes, shout out to Mojo
for making
Raleigh,
it good.
who made it. He was the MVP.
He was.
He's the MVP of the week.
He was.
Yay!
So don't give Mojo any crap. He's a really nice guy.
He's really awesome, guys. Like, seriously.
He's very nice. He's very nice.
He is.
And he was partying with his mom and his aunt. Come on.
I would have probably talked to him more if we weren't sloppy drunk and had to leave.
I know. I wanted to talk to his sister because she follows us on Instagram. Which
She
is
does.
strange.
It's very strange. She follows us on Instagram. Who knew?
And I wanted to say something like, I think we follow. Ooh, hi Dean.
Hi, Dean.
I wanted to say, I think we follow each other. Because I was not going to do it.
Yeah. I wanted to be like, hey,
Next
don't
time.
you? Are you on Instagram? Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't. I'll tell you.
I don't know. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, look, it's Gabrielle.
Swan
Guys,
just came into it.
When I got home, the one dog who gave me the best reaction was Gabrielle.
Aw.
She jumped up and down.
Aw.
And that's a lot for her because she's big.
Aw.
Yeah. It was the cutest thing in the world. Yeah. Dean just thinks I'm going to leave again. He has separation anxiety now. Guess who's coming to get New York with his mommy? This guy!
Are you going to go to Mania Week, Dean?
Dean, you want to go to WrestleMania?
There's Miss J.
You want to go to WrestleMania? Do you want to go meet Dean Ambrose?
I think you should. You're your mom.
Mom, Jen says you should go to WrestleMania next year. She said no.
Hi.
Well, that's disappointing.
She said that's disappointing that you don't want.
Tell her she can come party with Mojo.
You can come party with Mojo though.
Oh my God, I don't know if I.
She said she doesn't think
I'd
she
give
could
it
survive.
hell. I'd give it hell.
You would give it hell.
Oh,
Yeah. You'd give it hell.
She should come.
Next
You
time,
would?
hey, next Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yes.
Buy her a ticket.
I'm not buying my mom a ticket.
yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah.
I'll buy her a ticket.
Where's it? New York?
It's here. Royal Rumble's here.
Oh.
Yeah, you could go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll buy her a ticket.
Because you know what she's going to say when Bray comes out.
The guy with the lantern.
What the?
Mom, what would
What's
you
with
say
the-
when Bray comes out?
What's with the lighting equipment? Like that thing. What is it?
The lantern.
Oh, lantern. I almost called it a hammock. No, it's a
Ask-
lantern.
He called it a hammock?
Well,
Why would he have a hammock?
no, I couldn't think of it.
A hammock, mother? That's the closest thing you could get to a lantern?
That's not what I meant. Not
Ask her if she's mad at him about what
Are
he
you
did to you.
Are you mad at Bray because he didn't go to Access and meet me?
well, it's a little disappointing, but you
Just
know what?
disappointed.
But you know, I'm sure he's got a busy schedule carrying around that lantern. Trying to light the way for everybody. Yeah, I'm sure he like really.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, maybe there was some place that electricity was out or something. Maybe there was a power bump and he had to be there.
Help.
He's got a busy power book schedule.
Help.
with that lantern.
Help.
What is
That's
that?
true.
I
That's
think It has
true.
an LED light in it. I think it's just like a bulb. Like, what's he gonna do with that? Like,
What?
Light,
Hey,
he ain't gonna light.
I got
no way
another.
with that.
I got another question for you, Mom.
Oh God, there's more.
Yes, there's more.
And I'm sober, Jennifer. This is me.
This is sober. This is-
I know. I know.
She knows.
Oh,
She knows.
she knows I'm schizo.
She knows that you're weird.
Yep.
The mother.
Yeah. What?
I think I was just telling
How come I
Jennifer
don't have these things.
because you're not an official cast member.
But if you have guest speakers or guests come on, you need to have an extra.
I don't
set.
have a guest in person.
Yes, you do, right there.
Hello, thank you, Jennifer. That's right. Oh,
Both of
I'm
you.
number one. I'm a number one.
Both.
Anyway,
Okay, Mom. So I told Jennifer that I thought we should have stayed and hung out with Mojo more.
oh, yeah.
Did I make the right decision?
Long enough.
Mom
think
said long
that-
enough.
You guys,
I made the right decision, right?
You don't want to wear out your welcome.
Exactly.
You don't want to seem needy.
Exactly.
Even though you're like, OMG. I cannot
Exactly.
believe it's happening to me. But you can't. But you don't want to be that way. You wanna be
Exactly.
like, oh yeah, I hang out with these people.
Nice to
all
meet
the
you.
time."
Bye. Yeah.
You know?
But you know
Yeah.
what this means though is we can't like go in front of a like outside of an arena anymore,
I know.
You
right?
got kicked out.
No,
Oh,
because we're too cool for that now. We've graduated.
yeah.
It's
Well,
like when you graduate high school, you can't go back.
So it's not like you just like one of those.
No, you can't be those toothless people anymore. Sorry if you go out there.
Hey.
But again, if you listen to our one about Atlanta, most of them did not have any teeth.
Well,
Yeah, and you know that we did it too, so.
that's why it's family
Yeah.
members, the one with the lantern, because that would make sense, right?
You want me to go find Micah?
I'm just telling you.
She said go find Micah.
I don't know.
Okay, Mom.
But I don't.
Thank you
know.
for your advice.
I'm always willing to give it,
Okay.
but you never take it.
No, I don't. Because usually it's
It's perfect.
about 75%
Hey,
of the
I've
time
been there,
it's
done that. Where is that lantern?
I hit it.
It's
That's
over
not
there.
it. That's my serpent sand clock. Yeah, that's not
Has
a lantern.
Jennifer heard from Mojo?
Yes.
hmm
DM?
Yes.
Yes.
DL? I don't know
DM.
what DL is.
We're keeping it on the
Sounds low.
DL. We're keeping it on
There's
the
no
DL.
DL, but there's a DM.
OMG.
I messaged him and I said, thank you for the drinks.
What did she say?
She said thank you for the drinks.
And he said it was fun with a bunch of exclamation
He
points.
said it was really fun with a bunch of exclamation points.
Oh, well, that, it's fun to be able to connect with people like that,
It
He's
is.
just a person, Yeah.
That's he is. He really is.
I mean, he seems like he was pretty down to earth, and
He was.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Mom,
Well,
you're coming
and
with us next time.
Yes.
I mean,
yes!
if Mojo can take his mom, I can bring mine.
Exactly.
And Bray took his mom.
Yeah.
Did she have a
It's
lantern?
No, it's Take Your Mom to Mania Day.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well,
Or
it
you're
is
just calling
now.
it that?
It is now. Jennifer's not taking her mom though. I
Are
don't
you
think.
guys-
No.
Last thing.
Yeah,
Is that what this is?
this is recording. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Why do you think I have these on? Do you think I wear these cans just for fun?
Well, sometimes I do see you in here with the pants on. You know what I mean? Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Because I'm recording.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what you call it?
Get out. What the hell's wrong with you? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm adopted.
Did you tell her how much people love her?
Me too.
Apparently,
that makes you double adopted. Yeah.
what does that even mean?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Anyway. So what else is going on?
Jesus.
Is there a match tonight?
Yes, Monday Night Raw's on.
Is it starting in like 15 minutes or something?
An hour and 15 minutes ish.
She should watch it and you should record some of her reactions.
So you guys
I'm
are
gonna-
recording for this whole thing.
No, we're done. Other than
Ask Jennifer
Done.
how her trip was to California.
why are we okay? Mom wants to know how your trip was to California.
It was very nice, and I went to the ghetto with a
Does
Crip
she
gang
even know
member.
what state
She went
she's
to
in right
Compton.
now? Oh my God! Straight out of Compton.
With a Crips
Yeah.
member.
You went with somebody who was a Crip.
I love that. Oh, those the blues or the reds?
The blue.
That's
Oh.
the blue.
You got to know what color.
The left side.
Oh yeah,
The Crips on the left, Mom.
that's right, baby.
Crips where they're everything on the left. Yeah.
Mom, no.
Yeah.
Don't sing Gin and Juice. Don't sing Gin and Juice.
I
Nope.
love that song.
No.
That song by Snoop.
Yeah, you should go listen to Gin and Juice in the
I
other
love
room.
Gin and Juice. carry my my little lantern around, and
Ladies and gentlemen, if this man ever meets my mother,
I will love it. I'm there for it.
no,
I am there for it.
I'm
boy,
not.
She's had a busy couple months.
Yeah, she's been very busy.
I have been. I'm tired.
Jennifer is a tough lady to book.
Very worldly.
I'm tired.
Isn't that right? Dean, do you want to be on
Dean.
the podcast?
He's like, I don't need an earphone, so I'm
Say hi
fine.
to Jennifer. She's not right there. Look at
Hi!
Dean, look.
Dean!
her.
Dean! He's like, nope.
Yeah, I'm throwing more.
Okay.
Alrighty. It's about to thunderstorm here.
Oh, well.
And the dog is freaking out already.
Oh, well. Mom says goodbye.
Bye!
She says we'll talk again soon.
That's right. We will talk again.
Yes. Bye!
Stop, Mom. Jesus Christ. I don't know. What to... No gin and juice. No gin and juice. Yes, now they're all in here. How did this happen?
Oh my god. Okay, my dog's about to panic.
Okay.
He's
Well,
staring at me.
guys. So that was our WrestleMania trip.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Mom being Mom.
But it was fun.
It was
Be
fun.
nice to your local Mojo Raleigh, though.
Yes. Love on your local Mojo Raleigh.
Yeah, he deserves better.
Yes. And next week, maybe he'll be on Raw.
I hope so.
Because guess what? The Ascension were on this week. That's right, the Ascension.
Yay!
And guess who beat them? Hey!
Dean. Oh, gosh.
Anyway.
Okay.
So-
Well, I'm going to go calm my freaked out dog.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go hide my dogs.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, guys, until next year, we will finally be back on our normal schedule.
Yeah. If
Finally.
I can get my sleep regulated.
You have until Saturday.
I know, but I'm so tired.
I'm tired too.
I know. All right. We will be back at regular schedule.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.